Oh,
Hey everybody, I'm Raquel. We have Boosh, DL, and Drake.
hello.
Welcome, Drake.
Thank you.
And I see more our kitties here.
Hey, Moira.
I get Mr. CCDV.
Oh, it's
I don't
It's
know if I follow
Caiaphas.
you on Twitter. I have to check on that.
If all
Drake,
y'all throw your Twitters in the chat, I'll give him a follow for some support.
Drake, it's
Okay.
it's Caiaphas from Jesus Christ Superstar. That's the one I can hit if I go really low. We have no law to put a man to death. Yeah, yours actually sounded pretty damn deep though.
Yeah, it's because only one of the vocal cords vibrates, and it has a lot more room to vibrate.
Mm.
And I can only hit like 4 or 5 notes down there. But
I don't even know about the anatomy of it. Like all I know is I've sang before and like not like professionally or anything, but I've done karaoke and I've had people that know true pitch tell me that I'm a baritone.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know my lowest note, but like one thing that really screws me over with those low notes is the fact that it doesn't sound like a normal voice. Like normal voices sound smooth. Mine sounds like a frog croaking. It's poppy.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah, and it's so much
your
worse in
normal
person.
speaking voice sounds I don't know. Like I hate the sound of my own voice, especially when you can hear it. Yours sounds higher than mine. Like higher pitched
Mine's
than mine.
bitonal. It's because of the 2 different vocal cords.
Gotcha.
So I have a deep and a high.
I don't know anything about any of that for myself though.
I'm a very rare case. In fact, one of my vocal cords almost snapped when I was younger.
So it actually gave you better range.
Yep.
Let's do that. Let's do that to people, and that's probably what Chinese do. We're gonna make you sound like we want you to sound like.
Oh, you're already
Welcome back,
live?
Slasher.
Yep,
Oh,
yeah,
we're
we're already live. Yeah.
We're just waiting on Moira and like 3 other people.
She's been missing for so long.
We're missing Mora and Mr. CCDV.
Go find her,
CCDV.
Boots.
Go find her. Okay, Google, find Moira. That didn't work.
How do I pronounce your name?
It just
Saiyan Monkey. Because that's the only one I can pronounce.
Oh, you can call me Raquel.
Raquel, okay.
Yeah, Raquel.
I didn't know how to pronounce
Raquel
it.
Super Saiyan Girl.
Mm-hmm. Well, I originally went by Super Saiyan Girl, but I thought it was just too long a name to pronounce. So I just, put Raquel.
Yeah, no one can pronounce my first name, so they always call me Drake.
Yeah.
Septavius.
Yeah.
There you go, you got it.
It's fucking Latin.
It is actually Nordic.
Septef.
No, it's not.
Septavius. Yeah, I was going to call you Drake.
Yeah, it's fine. I understand. I threw the name together as like my gamer tag, and then it really stuck. And I just use it for nearly everything now.
Yeah, this is who I've been for quite some time. I started using this name. Warcraft 3 is when I started using it. There was a Dota version on Warcraft 3, and that's where I started using this name. Also, the initials are BM, and that's hilarious. No one got that? Never mind.
I don't know what it means.
Bowel movement.
BM is.
Oh, I see. I'm not good with the. I don't know what it's actually called, but like just the first letters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't remember where I first heard Boosh. Everyone says it. The first time they heard it was Frisky Dingo by the Xtacles. And then, of course, the Mighty Boosh showed up on Adult Swim. And for the life of me, I heard it before that. And when I started playing Warcraft 3, I made the name Boosh McFadden. I don't remember where I got McFadden, but probably Gates McFadden from Star Trek that I used to watch.
Boosh is one of the
Dr. Crusher.
names from a show called Xavier Renegade Angel.
You know what?
Yeah, that came
Gates-
after though.
Oh, it
Gates
did?
McFadden, for me as a teenage boy, Gates McFadden was amazing. She was
hot. She was, except for when she took over the role of Captain from Jean-Luc. I just hated that episode.
Oh yeah, medical officer. Medical officer should never be.
She was one of the ones.
Yeah.
Like we didn't really see a doctor
The
have
drunken philosopher.
control over the ship like she did. We saw it a little bit when Bones would be there with Kirk saying, Kirk was having some kind of mind control thing or going on, whatever.
Right,
Bones
but
would say, I'm your doctor.
That was the role of the medical officer, right?
Right, they could take control of the ship.
The role of the medical
only
officer
time-
has never been the taking control of the ship.
Except for what happened with Gates McFadden, or Dr. Crusher. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Gates McFadden is
Crusher,
the actor's name. Actor's
and they had to do that with Counselor Troy. What's her face? Right.
Mariana Sirtis.
Yeah, they
Moira.
had to make
Hey, baby.
they had to make
Look at her. What are you
the-
doing?
the
You're distracting
captain of
me
the
so
ship
much.
too at some point.
CCDV is trying to tell me about something. You're over there hopping around like that.
I'm not trying to hop around. I was being silent.
You absolutely were. Don't even try. Don't even
Sorry.
try.
Oh, you
Sir.
are so hopping
Sir.
around.
Internet.
You exactly. Thank
Sir,
you, CCDV.
I was
You
getting
knew
a pizza
exactly what
and my
you were
Care
doing.
Bear pajama pants. Okay, thank
Hold
you.
on.
Care Bear.
So
huh?
when you hopped up to make your pajama pants fit just right,
Oh yeah,
Show
definitely.
'em off.
and she sits there and says how fat she is. Look at you.
Which
Hot.
one's your favorite?
The lucky one, the one with the shamrock.
Nice.
That's correct.
That is the correct answer.
That's the correct answer. Oh, she's gonna go get it.
Of course, yes.
Oh, if we're
She
bringing
is,
out
isn't
stuffed
she?
animals, I'm gonna go get Smokey.
Don't laugh at me, motherfuckers. These things are
Yeah,
older
I
than
told
some of
you.
y'all.
I called it. I called it.
I'm like, this is older than some of you folks. Okay. I don't know where he went.
He went to go get his Care Bear.
No way.
Nah, this is Smokey.
I don't
Nice.
even have my Care Bear anymore.
Oh, now I feel bad. You want me to send you a Care
I
Bear?
don't have mine either.
Ah, crap. Smokey, come here.
I
drunk.
had
Because I have
Loves
the
a
original
lot
Care
there.
Bears and also have some of the Care Bears that kind of reinvented in the 90s, early 2000s.
Oh, my neighbor, not my neighbor, one of my dad's coworkers' wives bought me Hugs a Lot Bear.
I don't think I have
I
that
have
one.
one of those.
I have.
He had a big heart on his chest and then a small heart next to it.
Yeah.
I think that was Hugs.
So
a
he
Lot.
had a heart on.
I think I
Yeah.
have that one.
That's what you get. That's yeah. Thank you,
had a
DL.
heart on. Yeah,
And now that's what
Thank you.
teachers in California are giving to kids.
Mm-hmm.
Is it this one?
Looked like exactly like that, except for there was a small heart above it.
There's small little specks of hearts.
Hello, Papa
But it was-
Cotton One.
It was
Hello.
not. It was not that big, but yes, that's close. His head was not that big.
Well, that
His
was
body was bigger. And
That was a
stuff.
reboot Care Bear. I showed you.
I want to say this up front. I am drunk as hell.
We can tell.
I
I can tell anyway.
Oh, what I wouldn't give for.
I'm
some
drunk
weird-
as hell too, man. I've had a whole lot of Four Loko and
Oh,
some
Four
of,
Loko! Holy
some of this.
cow!
I've had almost all of this stuff.
Oh,
Nice. Drinking the Windex. Good man.
I'm telling you, I'm not making this up. It smells and tastes like an alcoholic Jolly Rancher.
Holy crap, you look like one of my neighbors. One of my old neighbors, at least.
Drinking wine out of a box.
He's holding up the box
oh
line.
my God, Karen, your
Cheers.
soccer mom. You're drinking wine out of a box.
CCDV, cheers.
Not to mention, it's not
Hey.
even a red. It's
What
a
happened
white.
to your head?
It's a white. Yeah, it's a
Why do you-
white, not a red. Yeah.
Not even drinking a red?
No, I can't digest red.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
You can't digest.
What do you mean?
that,
Oh no!
right?
Why is someone upset about that?
I don't,
Red
I
wine
don't
is
know
better
why
than
they
white
got
wine.
upset.
White wine
I got
is
upset.
dry.
I don't know why.
Was that you, Drake?
Yes.
Oh no!
You're so upset
there's-
about that. You were so upset.
Red wine is better than white wine.
There's a lot of people out there that don't understand.
They said, "I can't digest red wine." And you went, "Oh no!" It was like global warming had happened or something.
Oh no, you can't
No, that's another
digest
fucking
red wine.
Tuesday.
What you eating, Maura? What do
I
you
don't have
eating?
a Care Bear,
Pizza?
but I do have
Oh, man.
Fozzie Bear.
No.
Oh my
there you
god.
go.
That's
Right.
awesome.
Now it's a
Fuzzy.
pajama
I
party.
love
because
Fuzzy
now we
Bear.
got Fozzie.
Fozzie
Fozzie
has definitely
Bear's
seen
nice.
some better days.
Fozzie is fantastic. Yeah.
Waka
Love
waka.
that.
Waka
He's
waka.
vintage and he's
Waka
seasoned.
waka.
I
Looks like
personally
he-
love the crackhead scientist, but I don't know what his
Oh,
name is.
right? No kidding. That's like the original
Doctor,
Breaking
it was
Bad.
Doc-
right
and
there.
Beaker.
Dr.
no,
Munson,
I don't.
Honeydew.
The one that just goes
Oh,
me, 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 me.
That's
That's
That's-
Beaker.
That's the
Crap.
description.
No, I don't
If
have
Breaking
that.
Bad was Muppets, it would have been them.
Did
I
you
don't
Oh
have
my
that.
I
God.
think he was a Muppet.
God, more.
There. That's
so
that's
good.
what I've got. I've got
so good.
the Swedish Chef.
If breaking Swedish Chef's my favorite.
Yeah, I've got the
Breaking
Swedish
Bad
Chef,
with
so I
Muppets
can
would have been
say-
funnier than hell.
Wait, no, we got to rewind that so everyone can hear it. If Breaking Bad were Muppets, it would be Dr. Munson, Honeydew, and Beaker.
Yep.
Yeah.
It would be.
And instead of
absolutely,
Jesse
yes,
going
it
bitch
would
all the
be.
time, he'd be going me me.
I love Beaker.
Yeah, just it's Jesse, but anytime he says bitch, he just says me.
Reap.
That's what I just said. Yeah.
Me,
He goes,
me. I love
Me.
Jesse. He's like,
My brain's
Yeah,
trying to
oh,
figure out how far I can take
Oh,
this.
that would be awesome because I could dead see Bunsen in the fucking Heisenberg getup. That would be fucking awesome.
Dr.
Oh, yeah.
Dr. Honeydew.
I love to see Beaker is
Someone
like
make that
trying to
happen right
sing,
now.
and you see all these comments like "what a loser." It's all Walter and Statler.
I wish I
Wal-
still had them,
Waldorf
but
and
when
Statler
Oh,
and
you're
Waldorf.
talking about the guys who are up in the
mocking him on
yeah,
their computer.
of course, yeah.
and poor Beaker sets fire over the place.
How
with
much
the
do we pay
candle.
for
To be
these
fair, this
tickets?
is part of
I'd
the
pay
reason
for
why I'm
not to
running
be
for
watching this
governor.
show.
It's because I was the embodiment of those two guys talking shit, but like in politics.
You,
Like, look at this.
you
fucker
were
right here.
literally Walter and Statler. You were literally Walter and
Statler and
Statler.
Waldorf.
Yeah, I was there and
Right.
laughing at people and their political stupid shit.
I wish
So
I still
they-
had them,
they
but one
invented-
Christmas, while my uncle was like really into Breaking Bad, he got me a pair of boxers with Walter White's face on them,
Oh,
and he
God.
called them Tidy Walter Whiteys, and that was like the funniest gift
That's actually
I had
really
gotten
good.
in like 5 years, and it was great. I wore them
Bravo,
every day
bravo.
for
Oh,
a week.
Statler, do you guys know Mystery Science Theater 3000?
Oh,
Oh,
I
yeah,
only
yeah.
like
I
the
know.
original.
Riff
I
I
Track.
like the old
original.
one, not the newer ones. Ugh.
I don't like the newer ones either. I love the original Mystery Science Theater
Podcast
3000.
of Shadows.
Woman.
Hey,
Hey,
I
Mando,
heard
Howdy.
that 3K.
Hey,
Mando Brandon, is that you?
You know, Riff Tracks is actually really good.
Riff Tracks
They
is
are
great.
pretty
Riff Tracks
good,
is great,
actually.
but the new one they had on Netflix, which is the reboot of
Oh
Mystery
no,
Science
yeah, the one
Theater,
with
is very hit and miss. Very hit and miss.
It
See,
was
one of
hit
the- one
and
of the
miss.
I
things
would
that-
have liked it better if they didn't have what's his name? The Walton Patton Oswald.
What's okay? That's I can forgive that because he was only part of
Right, they always had
issue-
extra characters outside of
Right,
the
right,
theater.
exactly.
Yeah, you had TV
So
Mike.
the only
and,
issue I had with the new version of Mystery Science Theater is they, for some reason, didn't believe in dead air. So dead air means you just let what's happening happen, and then it's quality over quantity with the original Mystery Science Theater and Riff Tracks as well. You let what's happening happen, then you make fun of it. If there's nothing to make fun of, you just stay silent until you have a really good point to make a joke.
Well,
The new version of Mystery Science Theater is just joke after joke after joke after joke, and they talk over the dialogue. You can't hear what's happening. It really kind of takes away from getting a good punchline in there.
Yeah, and
because there's just so much going on. You really can't. You can't watch the movie.
That is one of the problems that I'm having doing riffs with other YouTube content creators. Right? They play a movie, and I go on and I say, "Oh," and I just never stop talking. So, yes,
Well, yeah.
I
Well, see,
I
also
am
one of the things
I'm
Riff Tracks
guilty of
does,
that.
and what Mystery Science Theater does, is they'll watch the movie several times, and they'll each write out jokes that they want during the show.
Yes,
And
and
between
when you
them, they'll
see
find the ones that work so well, rather than
when you watch the riff tracks live, right? The ones that
it's all
they
all
do
scripted.
live,
Every single one of them
it
is
is
scripted.
all scripted.
Well,
Absolutely, it's scripted.
so's Riff Tracks when you buy it for a movie that you watch, or so's Mystery
Which is
Science Theater
so
3000.
fantastic.
It's all scripted.
Watching the Star Wars Sixology with riff tracks is
That's so
fantastic.
good.
What did I
Oh
just
my
walk
god.
into?
Yes.
Oh my god, it's killer. Yeah.
I'm gonna go get me some water.
Righto.
Get a beer, Drake.
He's 19.
Oh, okay. Don't get a beer. Get some seltzer water
Yeah, I get
with
seltzer
some
water, sure.
with some ice and some lime, and
Hey,
then
Philip
pretend.
Gaming. Hey, Maurice Gaming. How are y'all?
Hi, MSG.
Hey, Maurice, how's it going, man?
Maurice.
Hey, I remember Maurice.
Hey,
I
Phil.
know Maurice. I
Hello.
don't know Philip. I know
Oh,
Maurice.
you don't know
I
Philip? How
Maurice.
do you not know Philip? That's crazy.
I do not know.
I mean, I haven't talked to him in like a year, but like I still know him. Like
No, I remember. I remember.
he hangs out. He hangs out over in the Star Trek and Orville area.
And Jedi Bill is here. Hello, Jedi Bill.
Lots of hugs to Jedi Bill.
I haven't talked to
Bill, old best karaoke's I've ever been on.
Cast in the Shadows. I haven't talked to Manda Merck in a long time.
Well, you're talking to me now.
Well, yeah, it's very nice to see you again.
Likewise.
There are a lot of people here who I've not seen before.
I've seen you, Mr. CCDV. We never really talked much, but I've seen you in chats, and we've had a little bit of a back and forth. I've never seen you on a stream though.
I've been on many streams. Yes, unfortunately, my avatar of the drunken philosopher is actually true. I am drunk at this point, and so don't ask me any philosophical questions because I can't answer them.
Oi, the hell are you doing? Get down from there.
Pat?
No, leave Mr. CCDV alone, Drake.
No, it's not him or a cat.
You're looking right at him. We can see.
Yeah, you're looking right at me, man. I mean, you're looking right at me. Don't tell me you're not talking about me.
Like the Brady Bunch.
I'm talking to my
I'm so sorry. I had to do that because it was staring right at him.
No, that's actually funny.
Really super funny. It was super funny.
It was very
fantastic. Yeah.
Hey,
if you're trying to escape him, I'll pull him out and bring him onto the stream.
TWTG. Oh my God. TWTG, please come onto the stream.
Raquel.
You are so awesome.
I need to find my emotional support cat.
No! My cat is sleeping on my legs as I speak.
Aww.
You know, TWTG, he told me about a year ago that I was not allowed to come on his stream if I kept drinking. And I was like, well, that's not going to happen. So I just don't go on his stream anymore. You know?
That's kind of a dick move, to be honest.
It's not a dick move. It's not a dick move. It's not a dick move.
No, not you, him.
Hold on.
Well, no, even for him, it's not a dick move for him either.
He's Australian. Don't get him worked up.
Oh, I see.
They get feisty.
You know, I totally understand why he asked me to stop coming on his streams when I was drunk because, well, you guys hear me, right? I'm slurring like crazy right now.
To me, you're just amusing.
Well, I've been drinking all day, right? Like,
bruh,
just end up just drinking, and out of a box. I know you guys have
Just
all
like
seen
Johnny
that.
Depp said, happy hour can be any time.
Happy hour.
That's what I say. You know, I wake up in the morning. Do you guys believe that there's a thing called breakfast wine?
They're called mimosas in New Orleans.
Okay, fair
No, that's
enough.
champagne.
Yeah, if
Well,
you mix
mimosa-
it with something, yeah,
mimosa
it's
is
called
awesome.
a something else. Yeah, but yeah.
Mimosas are
No.
fucking awesome. That's a good Sunday afternoon drink.
Yeah.
Oh, Sunday afternoon. Oh, congratulations. You don't drink nearly as much as I do.
When I was in Cozumel, I
We
was
haven't hung out in a while, PCDV, so
when I was in Cozumel, I was staying at a hotel and they had like wristbands to determine whether or not you could drink because all the bars were free. Well, in the food court, they had champagne and orange juice there, so you could make your own mimosas. And I talked to the attendant, and I'm like, "Hey, can I have one of these?" And he's like, "Oh, we don't care about the wristbands. Even if you asked for a shot, we wouldn't care."
Wow.
Dang.
Out there, their laws aren't very strict on that stuff.
Clearly.
And I have a very high
Fantastic.
tolerance, so I did have my fair share of strawberry daiquiris.
Oh,
Wow. You just killed your manhood with saying strawberry
to be fair, he was
daiquiris.
probably like 17.
I was 16.
Okay, see,
Well,
he was
there you
16. He
go.
gets a pass.
Okay,
I don't
okay,
care. I like
fine.
food.
At 16, you can drink strawberry daiquiris all day. Fine, at 16. But seriously, when you turn 18, you better start turning to more hard stuff, you know?
Or at the very least,
Understood.
just stick to some solid scotch. Or bourbon.
Yeah.
Or whiskey.
Nah, I prefer rum.
And some vodkas.
All right, Boosh will be right back. He has to walk his dog.
The puppy time.
Okay,
Mhm.
Snake wants out, so I'm gonna go grab him.
Hey, TWTG, I don't blame you for anything. I don't blame you for anything at all. I'm actually shocked that most of these content creators still allow me onto their shows. So I don't blame you one bit. Not one bit.
I mean, if you got mean and nasty and belligerent, we would have an issue, but you don't do that to people.
No, he didn't do that to me either. He just
No.
said,
I mean, if you're drinking, when you drink, you're not mean and hateful and belligerent. So why wouldn't we want to? We of course.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
I
what I
understand
meant.
what
Yeah,
you're saying.
I wasn't saying
Yeah,
he was being
yeah.
belligerent. No.
No,
That's not the vibe I'm getting from.
I try to be friendly all the time.
Yeah, see, so of course we want you around. We'd rather have a nice drunk than like some mean sober person being an asshole to somebody.
Well, I can be a mean asshole.
We all
I
can if we have to, but
Yeah, of course, but I choose not to most of the time.
right?
Right.
And we
Right.
love you for it.
Thank you. And Raquel, thank you for letting me on your show.
You're welcome.
Sorry, I didn't have room for you over at the other channel. I forgot that because I don't usually have more than like 4 or 5 people who want to be on the stream. At some point.
Well, yeah, I know. I
So I hit it, I
tried
was like, uh-oh.
as often as possible. I try to get onto your streams. It's just that, you know.
I don't stream much, yeah.
Yeah, well, no, it's not that you don't stream much. It's that I can't actually think very well anymore. And so it's like, okay, it's just swipe left on my phone and watch whatever I'm watching, you know, instead of actually paying attention to who's, you know, streaming at the time.
Right. Yeah, I got a better turnout than I thought. I thought I might get like one person on for a little bit. I didn't realize it was going to end up being like a full house. I'm like, this is going quite well. I'm excited about that.
Oh, you did very well. As a matter
I was
of fact.
thrilled. I was like, yay.
This is actually the first time I've been on a stream with people who normally stream.
Oh, well, welcome to YouTube.
Yeah, welcome to
he's a snake. He
YouTube.
wasn't
Definitely.
It really is a snake.
Yep.
You regret it yet?
His name is Roman
we
Gambin.
are-
He's a pain in
we
the
No,
are
ass.
you seem
all
to fit in very
insane.
nicely.
We are all insane, so just enjoy yourself.
Yeah, the first live stream I watched when I got into YouTube was Rekieta Law. I watched that a lot. I don't do so anymore though these days.
Is it because of his 24/7 Johnny Depp Amber Heard streams?
No, it's
Yeah,
not
you found
like
the
that.
algorithm and is surfing it.
I started watching YouTube with my
It's
kids.
because
Don't
it's
hiss at me.
stroking it on stream.
I started watching YouTube with my kids, right? And so we were watching How It Should Have
Oh,
Ended.
for Christ's sake.
And
Oh, yeah.
I love How It Should Have Ended.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Is that the one
I
that
love
has
How It Should Have Ended.
Pretty Woman and How It Should Have Ended?
I think they have that one.
They did a
I think I
whole
have
lot
seen
of
that.
movies.
That's some funny shit.
Hold on a
It's been
second.
going on
Like,
for over
I
10
need
years.
to
ago.
mute
Okay.
myself. Hold on.
They've been
You
doing
wanna
it for
know
over
why?
10 years now. So
Because I'm Batman.
I'm not sure about
So,
the
how-
recent
how would you
Batman
say
movie.
her?
I
I just
don't
fly around the
know.
entire city.
It's
Sam,
I
on
still haven't
putting out
watched it.
fires.
HBO
So-
Max.
I do plan
How
on watching
good?
it. I haven't watched it yet. So.
I don't know. I mean, I definitely want to give it a try, but at the same time, I'm not really sure about it.
I don't know
Oh,
if I
I'm
want
she's
to
out there.
sit there for
I'm
3
not
hours.
expecting it to be good, but I figured
She's
yeah,
out there
I'd give it
losing
a
her
try,
damn mind
touch it before-
because, like,
or touch it after.
I think I need to give Robert Pattinson a chance.
okay, so
You know, because I'm so used to him as Edward from Twilight. You know what I
To be
mean?
fair, he's been in a lot of
really,
serious
he's
movies
done really
since
good
then,
stuff
though.
since Twilight.
Yeah.
You cannot
Yeah.
just focus on what he's done in Twilight because Twilight
Give
was
the man a
bad
chance to
all
redeem
around.
himself.
Twilight's done.
No,
and
personally,
gone.
I liked Twilight.
Okay,
It was
that's
not
fine.
that bad. I'll be fair. It was not as bad as everybody made it. It wasn't great, but it was not as bad as people made it out to be.
I didn't like Kristen Stewart, but Robert Pattinson did a
I
fairly
didn't like
good job.
Kristen Stewart at all, and
Never
I only
have.
saw two of them. What
I
are the
think I saw all of them.
Twilight, the first one. I watched the first one. Got dragged to it.
You're
I had
having fun
issues with
trying to
it.
choke me out.
I had issues from it from the start. And whatever the second one was, I got into the part where she and the werewolf dude, Jacob,
Yeah.
started having a relationship with her, and I was like, I just checked out. And we watched it at her place on the couch. So as long as she was
you
enjoying
did
it,
it
I
for the
really didn't
nephew.
care. But no, I didn't like the movies at all.
No,
and I got
you said you
several
were
reasons.
dragged to it, and you mentioned a girl. I'm like,
No,
you did it
no.
for
The
nephew.
first one I was dragged to it to see in the theater. Same girl. Second movie
I think
came
the
out.
point she was
like,
making was that there was a woman involved. So
Yes.
explains why.
that's
Yeah.
Isn't there
pretty
always?
much,
You did it all for the Nikki.
I'm sure that's why every dude has watched a Twilight movie at some point in their lives.
No, that's not correct. A friend of mine. Okay, so this is it's gonna sound like that, but it's not like that. He served in the Navy.
Oh, see right there. No, I'm
No, not even close. No,
Let
he
him
is
finish.
totally not like that stereotype in the Navy at all.
I was thinking of shit.
But he really likes Twilight. He really likes Twilight, and it
He
seems
really likes Twilight, but he's not like that. Okay.
correct.
In the Navy.
Okay. I'm not making a shut up, man. I'm not
True
making
seaman.
I'm not making a good case for my boy.
No, you're not.
Not
You're not
really.
at all.
He's never been like that. And
Yeah, like I don't know why you brought up the Navy thing. That's not helping.
You're totally
might
right.
know
You're
he
totally
was
right.
Fits in here.
Leader.
Is that like what's
Right.
long and black and full of semen?
Well, no, the reason I brought it up was for the comedy part where
Oh, I can't highlight
even
that.
though he was in the Navy.
We got another Okie in the chat.
Oh no, we don't.
Yeah, he was in Anadarko.
Who is it?
MSG movies.
Oh my goodness.
So what did
Welcome.
your friend do in the
Well, that makes 3 Okies.
hang out
Yes,
at the poop deck?
Woo! The Okies are conquering.
Wait, are there any more other than me and Moira?
Him. He's in Anadarko.
Oh yeah.
Hush.
I don't know if any others are. I know TW is in Australia. There are others that live somewhere else, but I don't think we have any other. Boosh is not.
Nope.
Philip Gaming, I think, is in California, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
What's happening?
I've been to Oklahoma.
Fair.
Well, I mean, TWTG, if you look at the timeline of when Edward was turned, it was a fairly common name for the time.
Yeah, Nosferatu is not a person's name. It's the name of the species that he is.
Mm-hmm.
It's like old Latin or something like that.
I've never heard of that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
El
it's
Reno,
true.
but live in
Nosferatu
Barstow.
is not.
Right on.
No.
Right
Yeah.
on.
there was a series called
Copy.
Returning or
That's what it
something,
is. Yeah.
and they had different clans of vampires, and one of them was the Nosferatu clan.
Oh shit! I did
Well,
not know that.
I mean, I don't know if you guys know, I have my own channel. I do Elder Scrolls videos. I started doing some lore videos for Black Death Gaming Network, which you guys can also go to and subscribe to. They do live streams. I have been on several live streams of theirs, different games. I'm into ESO quite a bit.
Huh?
So
I was about to ask Oblivion, Skyrim, or ESO. So,
Elder Scrolls Online kind of encompasses a lot of different of the aspects of the lore. One of the things that is prevalent throughout all the way, not in Arena, but there's Daggerfall, which is basically the first one that's more of a role-playing game. Arena is a fighting game, more. You can decide what race you want to be, and different races have different aspects to them, and you can use different weapons. And then there's Daggerfall, which is more of an RPG. Then Morrowind is the third one, which is a huge hit. And it takes place in, of course, Morrowind. And then there's Oblivion, which takes place in Cyrodiil, which is the fourth one. In all of these different games, and of course, there's Skyrim and then Elder Scrolls Online, different vampires from different regions have different abilities based on the region that they're in. And it stands to reason the ones up in the north where there's a lot of snow and ice, they would have some kind of ice-based skills. The ones in Valenwood, which is more of a temperate climate, kind of jungle area, would have skills to be able to blend into trees and things like that.
The lore of vampires in written media is generally, if we know that they are vulnerable to silver, then they are vulnerable to silver, right? And so,
well, that's one aspect that could be considered for certain vampires based on certain writers. So if you take into account people like Anne Rice, Anne Rice's vampires based on different areas of the planet have different aspects of them. Like the Eastern European vampires, some of them are just mindless zombies. If you talk about the ones that become vampires during what plane is okay. In New Orleans, like Louis and Lestat. Well, Lestat was older, but he finds Louis in New Orleans, and Louis becomes a New Orleans vampire, which is very different from the Eastern European vampires that they actually go and find later on in the books.
Okay,
much different from the elder vampires that create Lestat himself.
Oh, for God's sake! Okay, fine. That's fine. And for Anne Rice,
that's just Anne Rice. That's just Anne Rice.
Just Anne Rice. If
you're talking about Bram Stoker, he does the same thing.
Well, no, I'm not talking about Bram Stoker. I'm talking about Larry Correia.
I don't know who that is.
Okay, he's mostly from Bane science fiction books. Okay, and you can read his Monster Hunter International series on Bane without having to pay for the books.
Not Bane like DC villain, right?
No, not Bane like the DC villain. No, it's Baen, Bain, the publishing company.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know that one. I'll look
Well,
it up.
yeah. Anyway, you can look up and you can see that he does do that with his vampires. He researches, you know, okay, these are the vampires we can kill quickly, easily with just a wooden stake, you know. And
Hey, Fed.
these
Hey,
are the
Fed.
master vampires that we cannot kill.
Hey, Fed.
Right.
It's adorable.
It's the Hellcat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the stuff on nightmares right there. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Mr.
CCDV.
CCDV.
Oh, don't worry about it. Interrupt me anytime you want to, because I don't even know what I'm talking about now. Was I talking
You're
about
talking about
vampires?
Bane. Was it comics or was it the publishing company?
Yeah, written novels, right? And so yes, I was talking about written novels where the authors did some kind of research and they
Right.
said, you know, vampires are this and this, and well, you know,
Well, so there are different aspects to different vampires.
there
based on
are
different
exactly, and you need to decide what kind of universe you want to live in, right? And so I choose to live in the universe where I can chop off a vampire's head and go, that's it, I'm done.
Can I weigh
chopped
in
off
on
the
vampires?
vampire's head.
Sure. Trick, go ahead.
In Romanian lore and mythology, silver doesn't harm vampires. It actually really only stopped their healing factor, which meant that you had to either stab them through the heart with a silver blade or cut off their head with a silver blade. And that's just Romanian lore.
That is
That's
something
their-
that I
Some
did not know.
Bram Stoker stuff.
And it's tied to the fact that who betrayed Jesus? Was it Judas?
I believe so. Yeah.
Judas was paid, I think, 11 silver pieces.
30 pieces
30
of
pieces
Or
of
30 pieces of
silver.
And
yeah.
from then on, silver was associated to be the weakening of evil.
It harms
Evil
werewolves.
creatures.
Yeah, it harms werewolves.
Let's not move werewolves into this. Let's focus on the vampires.
But I love werewolves.
That was one of the main reasons that in Romanian mythology, that vampires were weakened by silver but not harmed.
Raquel's actually right. It's
And
not
that's also
that
why
it
in
hurts.
Romanian mythology, vampires couldn't be seen in mirrors, because back then all they had were silvered mirrors.
Right, yeah.
You
The
couldn't see
silvering,
the reflection in
silvering
silver.
behind the glass was
Yeah.
what the mirrors were made out of.
I mean, you say
right?
used to, but
And
that process is still applied today to mirrors.
Correct.
Well, no,
What
a lot of
Raquel
the
was trying
cheaper
to-
mirrors, they
trying to
use
group together
aluminum.
was that
Yes,
silver
that's true.
hurts evil, and I think that's what Drake
But a
was
good
saying as
quality mirror
well,
will not use aluminum.
based on the 30 pieces of silver that Judas got for betraying Jesus.
Yeah,
So
in
there's lots
Romanian
of- it's not
mythology, every creature of the night was harmed by silver. Or not
Correct.
harmed, but weakened in
It's
one
not
way or
just
another.
it's not just
What
Romanian
about the,
mythology. It also happens in several different mythologies. I think there's
Do you guys know
Chinese mythology
do you-
has one as well.
Do you guys know who Dresden is?
No.
I know that the city got bombed the shit out of.
No, not the city in Germany. No, Dresden is a wizard who lived in Chicago.
Here's the bone.
Right. That I'm going back to literature. Right. I'm going back to literally words printed on paper. You know.
I love to
that we could-
hallucinate while staring at tattooed dead tree remains.
Yeah, so do I.
Now here's my question: can you harm a Wendigo with silver?
No,
No,
a Wendigo
that's
a Wendigo is not hurt by silver. At
Yeah.
all.
The only thing a Wendigo is hurt by is its never-ending hunger and fire.
Yeah, fire basically is
I've heard
what kills a
fire.
Wendigo.
Well, I guess it really depends on the tribes that come up with the idea of the Wendigo, because it's not the same
I'm
for every tribe.
I'm
Fair
going off of
enough, but
Choctaw and Chickasaw. Those are the
Well,
two ones I know.
there's also Inuits
well,
have
the
an idea of a
Wendigo,
Wendigo.
the Wendigo
in
is
Canada.
pretty much universal. I mean, you're talking about what is it? It's not okay. So Wendigo is what we know of it as because it's okay. It's
Well,
a popular.
sometimes it's a spirit, and sometimes it's an actual thing that's being possessed by a spirit, or other times it's more like a werewolf.
I am
If y'all
trying
would
to
like, I
think
could
of.
tell you the shortened version of the Choctaw tale.
Well, I'm trying to
Choctaw?
think of the Navajo word for it, and it is
I don't
not
think the Navajo
Wendigo.
have
It
a
is.
Wendigo.
It is something else. Don't worry about it. Go on. Carry on the conversation.
You're thinking about the skinwalker. That's what you're talking about.
That's what I'm thinking of.
You're talking about the
Skinwalker,
which is kind of the same. Well, Wendigo has lots of different iterations with it throughout, like South America, Middle America, North America, and Canada. They're the Inuits that have their own idea about what a Wendigo is.
Even Marvel has one.
Marvel.
Wendigo is a mutant in Marvel.
Wolverine.
That's different.
Yeah, one of the cool parts about the Choctaw and Chickasaw Nation is they believe skinwalkers and Wendigos tie hand in hand. They believe that skinwalkers are people born with the natural ability to jump skin to skin and aren't inherently evil.
Right. It's like a werewolf kind of thing, but they turn into a Wendigo, which is not the same thing as a werewolf.
But if they get hungry enough to eat whatever the meat of another animal of whatever form they're in, so if they're a coyote and they eat coyote meat, or if they're deer and they eat deer meat, they are possessed by the spirit of cannibalism, and a never-ending hunger manifests.
That's the funny thing. Fedorable.
Yeah,
Fedorable.
just call him Fed.
Fedorable the horrible.
Okay.
Yeah.
He is horrible.
We love skinwalkers. You have to hit with electrified rounds. Now, here's the thing, right? In 1800, you didn't have electrified rounds. You barely had muskets, for God's sake.
You had electricity in 1780 with Benjamin Franklin.
But electrified rounds are a bit of a stretch for that time.
Electrified rounds are
a glass
stretch,
jar
right?
just filled with electrified shit. Ben Franklin would take out some werewolves and some Wendigos. Absolutely, I'd love it. Let's make a movie about it. If they had Abraham Lincoln vampire hunter,
if you make
they had
Abraham
Lincoln vampire hunting. Let's make Benjamin Franklin werewolf hunter.
If you make a TV show or a movie or something like that, right? You can go for 5 seasons and say, we did this and this and this and this, and now
actually
we can finally kill these
Didn't Wendigo
people.
hibernate? Didn't they go away for a while?
They were
adorable. You're absolutely right.
Sprung up a lot.
Benjamin Franklin had lightning in a bottle. Holy water tipped hollow point.
There you go. That's gonna take care of everything.
They just vanish in a puff of smoke. Yeah, he absolutely did. Benjamin Franklin harnessed the power of electricity. He also did not die because he tied a key to a kite.
Yeah, he did.
That's not how he died. That's not how he died.
Crying out loud.
No, I'm saying he totally did had a kite that's tied to a key.
Yeah, but
no, that's a myth. He did not hold it in his hand, and it was like, hey, let's go fly a kite with a piece of metal on the end of it. No, that never happened.
Well, we don't know for sure, but
we do know for sure. They just told you that in regular school.
I would like to think so.
Seriously, if we're
and they also told us Edison didn't steal the light bulb.
If we're going to talk about electricity, can we talk about Tesla?
Sure, I like Tesla.
Let's talk about Tesla, because if we're going to talk about electricity, we have to talk about Tesla.
Can we talk about Charles
he got robbed.
Charles Westinghouse versus Thomas Edison, where he's like, look at DC, which is direct current, versus AC, which is alternating current.
MSG Morris likes Vampire Diaries.
Yeah.
Westinghouse made
was
a
all about
bundle.
direct current, which would have made our entire planet better. But we
Westinghouse
lost out.
made a bundle on direct current.
Right.
Who
and then
was
in New
the
Jersey,
loser?
This is wait, hang on. CCDV, this is a true story. Westinghouse was trying to promote direct current, which was his form of getting energy to the populace. And
What the hell was that?
I was Slasher.
Wasn't he moving
So
back to the-
Edison was saying, my proficiency in alternating current is less dangerous. Let's go have an experiment.
I'm sorry.
in New Jersey. This is
let me
absolutely
stop you. Let me stop you right there.
No. So this is completely true in New Jersey.
I will. No, I need to stop you because you're wrong. You're wrong.
One at a time, guys. Let Bush finish his point, and then we get to you, Mr. CCTV. Okay?
Okay.
So Edison decided, let's use some of Westinghouse's direct current. And he got a giant iron plate in New Jersey and hooked it up with direct electrical current and put a bunch of farm animals on it. And he fried them. He said, look at how dangerous direct current is. Look at how dangerous DC is. We should use my alternating current because it would work better in the city of New York. Meanwhile, people in the city of New York went, I like the way those animals fried. We have some people we'd like to do that too. Let's invent the electric chair. And they did.
Yeah.
And that's 100% true. I don't know why he was trying to stop me from saying that.
All right, Mr. CCDV.
I was trying to stop you from saying that because Edison was a proponent of direct current.
He was. But he was trying to sell his alternating current first.
Alternating current came from who were we just talking about?
Nikola Tesla.
Tesla. Alternating current came from Tesla. And
he was
what you're talking about when what you're talking about when he had the plate on the road and he was electrifying a thing, it was one elephant, not a bunch of animals. It was one elephant, and he was doing that with AC current to prove that AC current was dangerous. And now, what is in every single house now? What is in every single house?
I have a dispute about what you're saying because there's two issues. One is farm animals in New Jersey pretty cheap, able to use. Secondly, how the fuck do you get an elephant in New Jersey and not have it be incredibly expensive and tell P.T. Barnum, I'm gonna go kill your shit?
I think it was from a zoo.
Think about it from a logical perspective.
No,
it would be way too expensive to just melt an elephant.
Please,
there's no monetary value in doing that.
If you kill your research.
If you do a few sheep,
you did your research.
Cows,
I would like to weigh in here just for a second, just to break y'all up for a sec. Both of you are right. Yes, he did zap an elephant. He got it from a zoo because it was nearly at the end of its life. And
I think it killed
almost
somebody
dead
too.
And he did also zap some animals as well. He was against using AC current because he was proprietor of DC current. And he zapped them using AC current to show them how dangerous it was. However, the government saw that DC current required a lot heavier wires and a whole bunch more machinery to keep the current up. So they used AC current because it was cheaper.
Correct.
Thank you, AC Dev. Thank you.
I did a very, very long, extensive research on this in high school. I wrote a 3 papers on college.
I did not know anything about an elephant. I knew it was farm animals.
Yeah, the elephant corpse was in a museum for a while, and then when it disappeared, everyone kind of just forgot about it.
So they had an elephant corpse on display?
Probably.
Well, yeah,
Oh, they
National
did,
Natural
yeah, of
History
course,
Museum right
because,
across the river,
Oh my
right across
gosh,
the
that
Hudson
must have
in
really.
He
Manhattan.
Well,
fried
really
the
stunk.
living hell out of it. He
No,
basically
they did.
crisped it.
Edison was an icon. I mean, Edison was the icon. He created the light bulb.
Not
You
really.
can make
but
Stole.
you can decide whether or not he created the light bulb or not. But I mean,
I've been to his museum.
that
His
is
gas bulbs are still
why
burning today.
everybody says Edison was a genius because he created the light bulb, right?
He wasn't okay. He was a really good business. Okay, so the way I can kind of equate Edison is to Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs himself did not like sit there in his workshop and create all this shit. What he did was
Hey, what's up, Wookie?
promote it and make it such a good business deal for other people to buy. That's one of the things Edison did. I've been to his house in Florida. I've been to his museum up north in there's one in Massachusetts, and there's one I have to look at it. It doesn't matter.
DC
So yeah,
current
he didn't
DC
exactly
current
just
is a lot safer. It really
right,
is
exactly.
a
It's
lot
adorable.
safer.
That's what I just said. Yeah, he's like the Steve Jobs of his day. He was an amazing
However,
businessman.
AC current is cheaper and easier to transport.
It was also easier to. It was also
that's why
easier
we
to
all
install.
live with AC current now.
Well, what you do is you just change the switches between each place where the AC goes, and you make the switches faster, which turns it into direct current.
Fine. Are you an electrician? I mean, I've shocked myself.
Oh my God! Don't pull this
silly
gaslighting
constantly.
bullshit because I'm not an
Okay,
electrician. I
guys.
can't know.
Guys, please don't
Guys,
do
I
this.
am not gonna
No.
have. I'm not gonna have this on my live panel.
Are you a
If-
biologist?
If you're
I'm
gonna
not-
fight
I'm
right
not
here, right now,
gaslighting.
I'm
I'm
gonna
not
end the stream.
gaslighting.
Okay.
Hey, Raquel.
Guys.
Raquel, I'm gonna head out. Have a good
All
night,
right.
folks.
Thanks for coming, Slasher.
Nice meeting you, Steptavius. Hope to talk to you again, man.
Nice meeting you as well, man.
Yeah, his YouTube channel is the same name you see there.
Let me take a screenshot before you leave real quick.
You know,
Okay.
I'm
Thank
just
you.
gonna be
All right, you're good.
silent for a while. I'm just gonna be silent for a while because
I
I
can
just
leave you boys alone for 5 minutes, and I come back and there's arguing.
we're arguing over a point of physics.
The physics of what?
The physics of me leaving. Good night, everybody.
Good night, Slasher.
Night, Slasher.
Dadgum. Your husband got feisty in here. Dang.
Well, like I said, I'm just gonna be silent for a while.
He has the
talk
thing.
about
Are you an
whatever you want to
electrician?
talk about.
That's the thing. Which I can't.
Adorable,
do that.
you got it right.
Are you a biologist? Are you a physicist?
Hello.
We're not allowed to talk about things unless we are the thing that we want to talk about. I can't do that.
Now who's
that is gaslighting nonsense.
Come on, guys.
Now who's gaslighting?
All right, guys.
Seriously?
I really don't.
Guys, I will have to
any
spank
fighting
y'all.
going on. If you guys going to be this way, I'm going to end the stream. Okay.
Like I said, I'll be silent. I'll be silent.
You don't have to be silent, man.
Everybody
No
talk about
asking
whatever
you
you
to be
want to
silent.
talk about.
No one's telling you
Hi,
to be
Darius.
silent.
I can't let unfactual things happen. I can't.
Darius, that's awesome.
Hey, Darius, how are you?
He's like, I'm not a vet, but I know what a dog is.
Yeah, I gotta back Darius on that.
I've returned. What happened? Oh, someone's gone.
Not a biologist, but I've seen.
Yeah, Slasher went to bed, I think.
I've seen more.
Oh, hey, Darius.
Darius is talking to you, CC.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, thank you, Darius.
Sorry.
Oh, no worries. Like I said, I'm gonna be silent for a while. So, talk whatever you want to talk about. Just don't talk about electricity because obviously
I'm not an electrician.
So, in other words, right now is a really bad time to bring up.
I have been an electrician. I've been a fueler too. Do you want to talk about
vampires again?
Do you want to talk about fuel? I can talk about fuel all day long. I know everything about fuel.
We must calm our tits.
What were you saying, Cast in the Shadows?
What was that?
You were asking if it was a bad time to bring up what?
Oh, Faraday cages.
Those are pretty cool.
Yes, we all need Faraday cages. Yes.
You know, okay, I said I was going to be silent, but I'm not.
He's like, but I'm not. I love that. The honesty.
I'll be silent starting now.
Well,
no, wait, now.
Well,
no, I mean now.
My VFW post in Coulterville is literally surrounded by tin. And so if we don't have a Wi-Fi router in the bar, we cannot get any signal whatsoever. So yes, our bar is literally surrounded by tin. It is a Faraday cage.
I think he's. How thick is this tin? Because I think the metal has to be kind of a certain density to be a Faraday.
Oh, it doesn't. It usually has to have an electrical or magnetic charge running through it. But some metals do it without even an electrical charge.
Those are the ones
you can have a wire fence that has an electrical charge running through it, and that'll work as a Faraday cage.
Mm-hmm. Huh.
Yeah, it's actually a really cool concept.
Not me making notes over here.
Literally, no joke. If you just use a copper wire, pump house, right? That is a Faraday cage. If you're just using copper wire to go over the 6 sides of a box, that's a Faraday cage.
I do not know the logistics of how far apart you can have the wire, though, and that'll probably be a question for CCDB.
Wow.
Certainly not me, because I don't know.
No, I mean, since you're taking notes, you might want to talk with him about that.
Cast in the Shadows, where are you sharing?
Oh, that was the vampire joke that I think I shared last time I was on.
Oh, okay, this is a screenshot, right?
It's not going to get her in trouble, is it?
I mean, it's making fun of
Twilight. Your avatar, Moira, will get her in trouble. Jesus Christ, that thing's horrible. It's worse than Fedorable. It's terrifying.
I'm just trying to read the dialogue here.
I like that Count Chocula is in the fourth scene. Yeah, I love that.
Oh, that's funny.
No.
You're welcome.
Count Chocula. It reminds me of the reveals in Scooby Doo.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, they pull off the mask and it's just that guy,
Yeah, and why is his stomach so red?
I think it's just like the I forget what it's called, but it's that when you have a picture and you make the outer edges a darker color or something.
Oh, I see, like a shadow effect.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called on the editing.
I know what you're talking about, but I'm blanking on the name. But I use it all the damn time.
Yeah, it's like something to the V, I think. I can't remember.
Finally find a comfortable position. You done choking me out?
Oh my God! What the heck?
Now?
My snake.
Oh,
you have a snake?
I thought there was something really hot happening on screen, but I thought it was someone else talking. But we can see.
He's right there.
Oh,
wow.
Oh,
he blends in with the shirt really well. His name is Jorman.
I didn't even know.
I gotta be honest.
I saw him when he first put it on.
He blended in with the
I just
hair.
assumed y'all did too, so I didn't say anything.
I thought that was your hair. I gotta be honest.
Nah, my hair is only about this long. It's just an undercut.
Well,
Oh, wow.
Before your hair was loose. Like I didn't know how long your ponytail was.
Yeah,
I got
when I'm relaxed, I keep
that's
it
what
like
I thought
this.
the snake was.
I got
the
my
hair
hair
look
like
like
civilized as a normie.
Yeah, he's being a little ornery right now. I don't know what his problem is. But usually he doesn't try and choke me out.
Probably hungry.
No, I fed him 3 days ago.
I can show you that my avatar and I look exactly the same.
Actually, you look better than your avatar.
I like the beard.
Now, mind you, I'm not holding a whiskey bottle on my finger like I am with my avatar, but yeah, I look like I am my avatar, which, if I'm drunk, and I'm drunk now. Thank you.
I look, therefore I am.
Yeah,
Nice.
I
MSG
look
says
there.
tap out
See?
now.
Right? Yay!
I
I look exactly the same. But I don't make excuses, and I don't pretend. I am the drunken guy. Although
You have a nice bald head, actually.
I
like
do
that.
have a very nice bald head. Thank you.
Yeah, it's got good shape.
I actually have a question because I'm losing my hair.
Oh boy.
Do you still? Oh, hush. Oh, deal.
I can talk about hair loss because I'm bald.
Okay,
too.
good. No, you can,
Later, Fed. Have a good
step in
night.
here.
Lots of hugs, Fed.
Bye, Fed.
See you later,
Fed.
Fedora.
Bye, Fed.
Hail, Darius. How you doing, brother? So I don't know. I don't know. How to
You
actually
have
phrase it.
a question about being bald?
Yeah, I'm losing hair.
Dude.
No, I'm not bald. Actually, here we can just go ahead and do that. But it's
yeah, I'm gonna turn my camera on, right?
it's
And
coming out.
if you can see
coming out.
right here,
And
if
on
you
that
can
side
see,
too, it's going back. It's going further back.
I've got
And
this little
you can't
spot
see
of
here 'cause my
hair right here, right? If this little spot of hair
Are you
was not
lotioning your head
here
right now? Because that's just. I thought you were putting lotion on your head.
I'm
It
just
puts the
saying.
lotion on its skin, or else
I
it
know
gets the hose again.
I was thinking.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I am blonde, which means that my hair is very hard to see, right? So even when I do grow my hair out, it's very hard to see. However, this little spot right here, when I was 18 years old, I'm 45 now. When I was 18 years old, and I joined the army, and they did the whole razor over the whole head thing to make sure that we were all looked the same.
Yes, they want
This is what I looked like at 18 years old.
Wow.
Your head hasn't aged a day.
Not one day. My head has been the same for
Yeah.
Maurice,
Put
keep
the
it in your
baby
pants.
lotion on the head, or else it gets the hose again.
Oh my.
Pardon my creaky chair. Anytime I lean back, it makes a lot of noise.
No, that was absolutely perfectly
You
timed.
probably
I gotta
have to
say.
oil
No,
your
go
chair.
ahead.
I have.
Make fun
It's an old chair.
fun of bald people, please do. I don't mind being bald. I'm just saying.
Were you making fun of bald people? Were you making fun of bald people? Who was making fun of bald people?
You are not even bald-inged. You are
Yes,
not
I
even
am. It
bald-inged.
is going away. It comes off of my fucking pillow. It comes off in the shower. It's right here. It's coming out. And it's
Put a
coming out on
castor
this
oil
side,
on
and
it.
it's
Yeah,
coming out on
There you
this
go.
side.
MSG.
Hey, Jedi Bill.
All right.
Hello, everybody.
Nice avatar.
Oh
Howdy.
my God,
Greetings.
Jenna Bill. Holy cow.
Hello, Mr. CCDV.
I love
Hi,
that
Jenna
movie.
Bill.
I just
My,
wanted to-
aren't we
I
in
just
high
wanted to
spirits
ask
today?
I just wanted to ask a question, but he's like, "You're not allowed to because you're not bald."
Oh,
You're
I'm
allowed to
gonna-
ask any question you
I'm
want.
not bald.
You shut me down because you said I'm not bald yet, so I'm not allowed to ask a question about being bald.
Did
So,
anybody
I'm
see
sorry.
Pulp
Go
Fiction?
ahead.
I got
Ask your
lost.
question.
Yes, I have.
Saying what?
I'm gonna get an adrenaline shot full of Midol and stab them both in the fucking chest and calm them down. Cause holy fuck.
Do I not sound calm to you?
Have the two of us been arguing the entire time?
Y'all have been a
Not
little
the
passive
entire
aggressive.
time, but half of it.
No, I just want to say I have not made fun of bald people, but yes, I'd like to have my guy my future guy, so to speak, have a full head of hair.
Well, you better get me quick, sweetheart.
Thank you, Raquel. So I don't ever have to worry about trying to swoon you. Thank you.
Well, in fairness, she is kind of a youngster. She's like 24.
No. I'm in my 30s.
Bitch, you lie.
She looks so young. She looks so young.
I am the youngest.
I believe it or not, I am 33 years old.
Well, I'm very jealous because you don't look it. You don't sound it.
You don't.
No, I really don't.
And you're as charming as a Care Bear. I just can't even.
Well, you also don't drink and you don't smoke, so that
helps a lot. I would
true.
I don't smoke. I hardly drink, and I don't smoke the ganja either.
The ganja.
Okay. Man, she cheated. She took care of herself.
Yeah, you start smoking.
You can always start
thinking about some stuff, and your hair will fall out.
You know, you could always just start smoking.
35 is a bad
time. Catch up on that lung cancer.
If you started smoking like a chimney and drinking like a fish, if you started smoking like a chimney and drinking like a fish, you might actually turn out to be a very fancy looking good old lady.
Don't take any of their advice, Raquel.
Good drunk.
Keep abstaining from all of this stuff.
Go ahead and drink. It'll put hair on your chest.
Oh, gross.
An oldie but a goodie.
Follicle challenge.
Have you ever had hair between your toes? Yeah, start drinking and smoking.
God, yes, that is so funny.
33, Jesus. I was married and had a family when you were born. Hey, nobody.
Hey, nobody.
Hey, nobody. How's it going, man? Jesus.
Yeah. I'm 33 years old. I was born in January of 1989.
Yeah.
All right, 89. Yeah, that's not
89.
So bad.
Oh boy.
Aye.
Yeah,
it's like my daughter your age.
Nobody's got 10 years on me, so.
In the opposite direction, I do.
Who is? They call me nobody. I'm.
He is the one they call
He's
nobody.
our buddy from
obviously.
British Columbia.
His name is Nobody.
All right, fair enough. I should not have asked that question.
That's like V for Vendetta when she asks, "Who are you?" and he wants to explain the oddness of asking a man who he is who's wearing a mask.
You know, that was a funny movie.
I love that.
Oh yeah.
Raquel,
I'm a year older than your son. That's cool.
You don't know who Nobody is? Bring up one of his posts. You can see his picture there.
I bet all these comments are just making Raquel feel so nice.
It is.
Yeah, look at his picture there. That's who he is. He's the Marlboro Man.
Well, yeah, like there's a different picture he has.
He went on the Atkins diet.
That doesn't have.
That's the Marlboro Man. I'm not lying. Nobody. Am I lying?
Actually, I have a better
the Marlboro Man.
Hold on a second.
What are you staring at?
Is that a snake this time or a cat?
Snake. I don't own any other animals.
Oh, you just have the snake?
It's a snake. I'm a snake.
There's Nobody's profile pic.
It looks just like him.
That's the Marlboro Man.
Yeah. It
looks good.
It looks.
I've
good.
never seen a
skeleton
with an ear. It looks wrong.
It's not a skeleton. It's a corpse.
No, it's a skeleton. I don't see any connective tissues.
Well, there must be a little bit of connective tissue for the cartilage to be attached.
Yeah, true.
Good line work. That's all I care about.
Darius
Munchausen. Yep, you're correct, Darius. The Berlin Wall did fall that year.
You were born.
I was going to say, like, why did you even bring that up? I'm
tear
curious.
down this wall. That's the best.
That's what happened. Raquel came out, and so the wall fell.
Was that 33 years?
The wall
ago?
fell, and her mom just went.
Oh my!
Pretty much.
Holy shit! How old am I?
You're old.
I don't know.
Oh my god!
40. You just turned like 43 this year.
45, Jedi Bill. 45.
I think DL's got the rest.
I think
of
he
the
was
panel.
asking about how old he was
damn right.
acting, not how old he actually is.
It's not a disrespect thing,
It
DL.
was
but
meant
it's
to be a
pride
joke.
thing.
That's all. It
you're
was
the only
just
one
meant to
who
be a
feels
joke.
He's about as much he's about as much of a pain in the ass as a cat. So
Really?
not that far off.
Seriously, I will slur more if you want me. If you want me to.
No, you're doing a damn good job so far.
I'm hiccuping now,
Nice.
so I can slur a lot more.
I want all y'all to be nice.
Oh, Maurice has got some age though. Said it was 19 when it fell.
Snake cat, huh?
Yeah, we kind of lost Drake there a little bit. There you go.
Sorry, I had to scratch my head and one of my hands was occupied.
We figured this snake got you.
Don't.
We figured this snake got you. I used to catch cottonmouths for a buddy of mine in Tampa. Don't ever do that. Everyone here on the panel, kids at home.
My kitty.
Don't.
Kitty.
You got a black
Cute
pussy.
little thing.
Yeah, there's my kitty. Her name's
That
Pumpkin.
is super cute. That
Yeah.
is
I gotta go find my
super
cat.
cute.
I know her name's Pumpkin, and she's like 10 years old. Yeah, she's gonna be like 11 in a few months now.
Shouldn't a cat named Pumpkin be more of an orange kind of cat? You know?
Yeah, pumpkins during Halloween, and it's a black cat.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
She's a Halloween cat, so yeah, the name Pumpkin fits.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I actually carved a pumpkin that kind of looks like that years ago.
Why would your pumpkin look black?
It wouldn't. It looked like that.
Because it got rotten.
Yeah.
Those spray painting sons of bitches came by and went, let's make that cat black.
We actually
Let's
used to do
let's
that
tag the
in
pumpkin in
Choctaw.
the house.
If anyone had like a witch on their pumpkin, we'd spray paint it green. If they had a cat, we'd spray paint it black, and a whole bunch of other
There you
colors.
go. There he is. He's one of the ones that came by my house in Tampa and was like, that's a cat.
Yeah, and your pumpkin deserved it.
Black.
Ah, kitty.
Kitty.
Unamused kitty.
Yeah.
What the hell was that?
Yeah.
Kitty.
Moira kitty. That's what that was.
That is my emotional support cat.
Black don't crack. Jesus Christ.
Who said black don't crack?
Maurice.
Literally everyone who's ever lived on this planet has seen it.
Seen what?
It's science. It is straight up science.
Men have a bigger brain. It's science.
No, you have a bigger head.
Let's go with
men
that.
have a bigger brain. It's science. That's Ron Burgundy. It's science.
Which one they're using at the time.
I only saw that movie once. I forgot about that. Sorry.
Yeah, actually, my first girlfriend, first girl I ever loved.
Wait.
Half black, and no, that holds true.
So you're telling me
her dad was
guys
black, her mom was
have
white,
a
and
bigger
she still
brain,
looks fucking
but
amazing.
don't remember jack shit sometimes. I mean, what I mean is they're
filled with all the
they're
useless
forgetful.
information we have as children.
They're forgetful than we are, us females.
Well, no, that's why I'm so good at Jeopardy. And
Oh boy, the pissing contest between the sexes. What fun.
Yeah, I know my head's filled with useless bullcrap. But it's filled with a lot of it.
Depending on what game show, it may not.
At least
Raquel,
it's full. No, I like Drake's perspective.
Remember, you don't have
It's full
useless
with
knowledge. You
useless
just haven't found the
bullcrap, but
right
at least
game
it's
show to
full.
go on.
Yeah, when I was 14, before I knew I had autism, I actually had nothing to do for most of a summer. So I went to the Choctaw Public Library and read every single book they had.
Man, you don't live far from me at all. Holy crap.
Huh?
You must not live far from me at all.
No, I don't. I live in
Choctaw-
McLeod right
I was in
now.
Choctaw today.
I'm about to move to Midwest City in the next 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh my God, you'll be like 5 or 6 miles from me at that point.
Yeah,
Near
I'll be
23rd.
living right behind Lowe's.
Oh wow! Wait, there's nothing behind. Oh wait, Lowe's. I'm sorry, I was thinking Home Depot. My bad. I'm sorry. Yeah, Lowe's. Yeah, I'm up at 23rd and Sooner-ish.
Yeah, we won't be that far away.
Yeah, that is cool.
So, I'm sorry, hold on. You had autism. You do have autism. You are currently autistic.
I have high functioning autism.
Right. That is fantastic. That's wonderful.
Yeah, my brain is full of useless information and a whole bunch of useful information too.
Yeah, one of my nephews is a high functioning autistic. He's just graduated from college.
That's awesome.
That's crazy.
I don't know what career he's going into, but yeah,
I hope it's something that helps the rest of the fucking planet.
I mean, seriously, high functioning autism is fantastic. That is wonderful.
It's a pain in the ass sometimes because I can't.
Thanks.
I can't determine like social cues and red flags. I don't see them as easily.
Red flags I got.
Oh right. Well, I mean, you have to have friends around you who understand why you don't understand the cues.
Yeah. Plus I'm a sociopath, so every woman I've ever met immediately has that red flag go off in their head.
You know what sociopaths are, right? They're the people that have no feeling whatsoever. I don't believe that you are a sociopath.
I don't think so either.
Oftentimes, autistic people are actually very sensitive and not sociopaths.
I completely agree with CCDV that you are not a sociopath because
I've been diagnosed
people lack empathy.
Well, see, first off, it's why it's called practicing medicine because they ain't got it right. The reason why
I agree with that, Moira.
You remember they said that you miss social cues. Well, sociopaths do too, so he probably got the symptoms confused.
Yeah,
well, there are people that don't have autism or Asperger's that also miss social cues.
Yep.
I have what was described to me, or the best way he could put it in words, and even if it is wrong, this is what he said. I have something called binary switch autism, meaning that I have basically a whole bunch of switches for every emotion and other crap in my head, and on a whim, I can just choose to turn them off, which I did a lot as a child because I had a hard time coping with the emotions I had.
That sounds like
wow.
What is it called?
Okay.
It sounds like EH.
You are actually capable of not feeling other people's.
I can turn it off and on.
You can actually turn that off and on. Like you go out to a bar.
It's a survival mechanism.
But isn't that what actors do? They turn off their mechanism.
I feel like they turn them off, but I'm not sure if an actor can turn it on.
Right?
No, actors would turn off their empathy in order to be in a role where they have to like scream their head off at someone that they're not.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that one of the things they do in Hollywood is they break someone down to their basest self. It's like, okay, you're not good enough. You're not good enough. This is what we need you to be. So they turn into something else or someone else. Method actors like Marlon Brando, Jared Leto is one of the ones that we,
hey Dave,
more prevalently today. Is it someone who just changes who they are in order to be in the role that they need to be
masking?
Exactly. Thank you. Exactly. Masking.
Anytime, but yeah, I've had I have to mask to act.
So it's switching off. It's switching off their empathy so that they don't realize the things they're saying to the other actor or actress would be harmful to them because they're turning off their empathy. Right.
Yeah.
I do have a former friend of mine. She had apparently since she was born, she doesn't have the ability to feel emotions for others.
That is rare. That is very rare.
Yeah, it is rare, and that is one of the reasons. Sadly, she and I don't really talk anymore.
I bet.
But Drake, you have the ability to feel emotions based on
I have control over them.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
So, hey, Jaxlaw.
I actually have to turn off a few of them for my day-to-day life.
You should be a fucking actor, dude. If you could have a switch on it like that, like can you cry on command, things like that? Can you like freak out when you need to freak out?
I can freak out. I can cry on command.
I'm not asking you to do it now. I'm just
I'm just listing because I'm not going to do that.
Give me his resume.
Give me your resume.
I would love to find out because I do want to be a voice actor. I do. I really want to be a voice actor.
Surprisingly difficult to get into there.
It is very difficult. Yes, I know. What I was going to say is, Boosh, are you a actor, voice actor, or something?
He should
no. The last time I had talked about that was when I was in DC with a woman named Vaughn, who was an assistant to a talent agent that said I should go and do voice acting, and right before shit happened.
Okay, well, I was I was just asking, are you an actor?
Thank you, Maurice.
Voice actor, but I mean, if you're not, that's fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, right? I want to be a voice actor. We are recommending that Drake should be.
Sorry, I was reading the comments. What were you saying?
Well, we're saying that you should be a voice actor because you're able to
or any kind of acting. If you
switch any kind of acting, you should try to do that because you can switch your emotions on and off.
I would love to do that.
Actually, what he was saying, it's so hard to get in the field. That's what.
It's really super hard to get in the field, but I did get one gig once for a video game because I have a special trick with my voice, and I was telling Boof this earlier. I got a trick where I can drop my voice like 2 or 3 octaves.
I think it's like 3 or 4, bro. It's pretty deep.
Yeah, and that got me the gig because they needed some really deep voice lines for the King of Demons.
Okay, MSG Maurice Spam Gaming, 1,000 yard stare. Do you actually know what that means?
He did it again though. He did.
Oh, stare into someone's soul.
So you're not a voice actor. So why you're talking about being a voice actor?
I'm not getting into an argument here. I want to know if MSG actually understands what the 1,000 yard stare is.
Yeah, there are on Darius. It's just when I click on a comment like this, they go away. But they are on.
Oh, I see what he's getting at. Yeah, I know exactly. I was thinking about that earlier.
Yeah. Because
I know. Go ahead, Boosh.
No, you go ahead.
I know people have been telling me that I should go to voice acting as well, but I don't really think I have acting chops. I mean, I haven't really been to an acting class.
You don't need to.
Some people don't need to.
Not with voice acting. No, you could just read it. If they wanted you to read it, I think that's all you need, and you have a really good voice for it.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Not wrong on that.
Moira, your turn to compliment her.
Sounds like an adorable.
You're welcome, Darius.
Perfect timing. There was like dead air, and then
sounds like a cute little Care Bear, and I'm gonna like adopt her.
I gotta be honest. It really doesn't matter what you look like because I don't think I look like what I sound like. I don't think Drake looks like what he sounds like.
Like for
voice acting, you're not on camera.
Exactly right.
Like just like a few minutes ago, you guys didn't believe I'm in my 30s because that's how.
You sound like
from my voice sound, you think I'm like younger than that.
You
know
do
what I mean?
Younger character, yes.
Not like we're not trying to.
No. I understand.
Yeah, I think your voice would play very well for
cartoon characters,
anime stuff like that.
Anime will work really well.
Yeah,
especially
just do like the. Okay, this is kind of a real story. It was a story that Margaret Cho told in one of her stand-ups, but I've seen it happen. Where there's this Asian chick and some dude comes to the bar and goes, "How are you doing?" And she goes, "Oh, I don't know." I want you to say that, Raquel. And the guy goes, "Oh shit, I don't speak Japanese or Chinese or Korean," and he just leaves.
Can you do that, Raquel?
And well, she's fucking American. She's American, and she just happens to look like she comes from that country. And she goes, "Oh, I don't know," and the guy leaves her alone. So I want Raquel to do that right now.
What?
Yeah, no. If you're gonna talk like a Japanese character, you need to be able to laugh like one.
Yeah,
you have to talk a funny like this.
You have to.
Samurai.
That's Japanese, not Chinese.
All right. Okay.
Do it again, Bush.
He moved.
What?
He moved. That's why he's Japanese. And
The accent you were doing.
Oh, it's a Japanese
No,
accent.
the other one.
The market.
I don't know.
Yeah, like Dio finds it really
I
funny.
want you to do that right now, Raquel.
Dio finds it really funny when I swear, because how I sound.
When she swears, it's hilarious.
Okay, I want to hear Raquel do like that high-pitched voice and swear right now. It needs to happen. DL brought it up. Let's do it.
I don't know.
I mean, she is on stream, and this is her channel.
Yes.
And we are putting her on the spot. So.
Yeah.
She could be as
totally
silly as she wants to.
She can
fucking
totally do this. I have confidence in you, Raquel.
Arigato!
The first time I heard her say "fuck" was I died laughing because she didn't sound like.
You mean yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker?
Yeah.
You did not nearly say that high enough.
Sounds slightly Japanese.
You need to say higher, Raquel.
Yeah, it should definitely have been.
Like,
how high can you go? How high can you go?
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker!
There,
That's excellent. That is excellent. That is excellent.
You sound like you're 14.
I am
You
not
got
14.
permission from your mom.
She's not 14. She's not 14.
Yeah.
She's 15.
Oh, fucking shit.
Drake is actually a friend from Warrior on TikTok. So this YouTube thing is really completely new to him.
I don't post a lot of videos. Like, I literally just posted one about me making a Swedish torch into a camp stove, but I don't post a lot. I've tried Twitch once, but I got like 2 minutes in, got called the N-word, and then got DDoSed.
Ooh,
so
my
that
God.
was
The N-word.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was really weird.
Dang.
We don't want Raquel to get hurt by this. It's called the gamer word.
Right.
It's the gamer
Yeah,
word.
it's just fucking rude people.
A friend of mine got.
Please, if you don't mind, please tell me what a Swedish torch is.
Oh, I'd love to. So
Yeah.
Can we see? Wait. You made it. You said you made a video. Can we watch the video?
It's on
Raquel?
TikTok.
Raquel, can you show the video?
I can't show it on here. YouTube doesn't like it when I show clips on YouTube.
YouTube is a butthead.
Okay, I was just trying to. It's like
I can put the link in the chat, but that's
CCTV.
all I really can do.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
CCTV.
Moira
Let's find
has
out
you
what
on
this is.
TikTok. If she doesn't mind, she could send it to you because I don't have you.
Yeah. Maury can send it to me.
Oh, I'm not on TikTok. I'm on Guild.
I just want to know what a
Well, you can
Swedish
watch it without
torch
having a
is.
TikTok.
Okay, so
No,
just explain what the
CCTV
stove
is correct.
is or
Can you
whatever.
just explain to him what it is? I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
So
Because I just wanted to see the video. If we could see the video.
yeah, so what you do is you take any log or stick about the size of your forearm or bigger. You split it into 4 pieces minimum. If you have the time, split it into 8 pieces. It'll burn better. And then you put the log back together and put sticks in between those log pieces to make a gap so that air can flow in through the sides and then out through the top. It makes kind of a rocket stove.
Okay,
and then once you get
makes
it cooking,
sense.
it
Yes,
cooks from the center outwards. And if you make it with a log that has a flat top, you can place a pan on top of it and cook.
Bless you, whoever. Bless you.
Bless you.
Like 3 hours ago, I cooked myself 2 tilapia fillets on it, and they were delicious.
Damn.
no.
And then once it gets about halfway burnt
tilapia
through,
is a white fish, right? And so there's not a lot of.
Why do you gotta
fat
make it
in
a white thing?
Well, you gotta make it
yeah. Okay. Thank you very much for
you got
turning
a
this
chef on
into
the
a
panel.
thing.
He's totally correct. And DL, you're yes. Fucking
what were you asking, Maurice?
Is it why's it gotta be white?
I do know Moira. I don't know Tim Possible.
Damn, that was so bad, man. I was listening so intently about the food stuff.
Really
and you
bad,
completely
dude.
blew
That was
me out.
really bad.
It was so bad.
Dang it, Darius.
I could
I
call.
what he wrote.
I could
Where do
call
you think I found him? And no, Darius, you don't get to steal my friend.
I'm a chef, like by trade.
Yeah,
Except for I'm not working.
Yeah,
you
you
really
do need
are.
to set up a
Okay.
gilded account, Darius.
Actually,
Dale just derailed me so bad, man.
I would very much like to talk to you then, because I went to culinary school.
So did
although
I.
I never actually worked. I never actually worked.
Okay, here we
as
go.
a
Wait,
chef.
Raquel, you leave that up there. CCDC. I'm sorry, but I need Raquel to do this, or I'm not leaving.
I think I already did it, didn't I?
Still want Raquel to
I
go.
don't know.
You forgot a syllable.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, come on.
You got to practice a little more. Do a little more with a little more
That's what you're supposed to
Japanese
do.
accent.
Oh dear, that looks like Mickey Mouse, man. Ooh.
Mickey Mouse.
Is Mickey Mouse.
You can do
Just
it, Raquel.
practice
I
it,
can do
Raquel.
You can do it.
And then you can do it the next stream if you
You
feel
want to hear Winnie the Pooh?
Go for it.
Hello.
Oh, no, your voice has to be.
Hello, bear.
No, your voice has to be.
Oh, that's Snuffleupagus.
Your voice
Hey,
has to be a lot
bird.
softer.
Nah,
Winnie
same
the
voice.
Pooh.
That's not the same voice.
It's
No.
the same voice.
Hey, bird.
Yeah, I use
It's not the
Swedish
same voice.
torches a
It's
lot
the
as my
same.
go-to for campfires, just because they're easy and they're easily containable.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I thank you very much for explaining that to me. Yes. So when you put the sticks between the 8 or 4 or 8 pieces,
Yeah.
when you're putting those sticks between those pieces, you're putting them horizontal to the longitude of the log, right?
Yes, you're putting them perpendicular to the vertical axis of the log so that you
Yeah.
can create a gap in between the pieces that allows airflow through the sides and up to the top.
Fantastic. I had no idea that was called a Swedish I had no idea that was called a Swedish log.
Yeah,
Or a Swedish,
Google Swedish torch. There are a lot of good tutorials on it. They're usually about the size of a torch so that you can transfer fire between camps while you're
I mean, yeah,
hiking.
you're talking like a log that is like 4 inches around, or
Yeah, that's what I use, so it can hold the pan.
Drake,
Right.
Have you ever seen Fire Kitchen on YouTube? Where is
No.
this German dude that's out in the woods, and so one of the things is he gets this giant rock, and he builds pretty much exactly what you're talking about, and he sets the logs across it, and then he puts this big rock on a it's like this steel structure, and he puts the big rock on the steel structure, and then he just fucks off in the woods, and he lets the rock get really, really hot,
Oh,
and then
God,
he comes
I'm
back
so
and he puts
sorry.
this big slab of meat on top of it.
I'm
Yeah.
so
He
sorry.
pours like whiskey on top. I'm like, I would eat that rock, man, because that rock looks delicious right now.
MSG said MOS was 98 Bravo. Oh my god, I'm so sorry for you, man. I really am. I mean, you're talking about like steam kettles that are 18 inches wide, and you can only cook noodles in
cook.
them.
Yeah,
or
he was a cook.
know,
like what?
Oh, for the love of everything holy, you should have
Look,
been.
man, Army marches on its belly, dude.
That is true. Yeah, the Army does march on its belly. Absolutely.
You gotta have enough carbs to build up that one pack so that you can really roll on that belly.
Cook. You gotta have a good cook like this guy right here that can make enough food to feed them motherfuckers.
98 Bravo, dude. You can cook anything. Now, here's the funny
Maurice,
thing.
I'm on board with you. I'm on your side, bro.
When we went TWT, it actually does focus the heat towards the center, but it does make a crosshatch pattern of heat on the pan. But I just rotate the pan a little bit every 2 or 3 minutes to keep the heat even.
Oh hey, shit, Pete's in the chat. Hey Pete, how you doing,
Pete,
brother?
how are you doing?
I haven't seen your stuff in a while. How you been? You haven't been posting or doing streams, man.
You must be busy.
I'm liking this stream stuff.
Creepy little book.
Creepy little book
is great.
Is called Pete. Am I mistaken? Is Creepy Little Book Pete?
Yes, and he does streams around midnight Central Time, where he will go over creepy little books or talk about physics, our planets, aliens. One of the ones we talked about a couple weeks ago was the pyramids and how they started showing up on different places on the planet. It's great stuff.
That is an amazing conversation. That
he's very knowledgeable and he's very involved with the chat as well.
I love being involved with chats like that. I really do. I mean, like, how do you have? How do you have?
Let's keep the vulgar stuff down to a minimum on Raquel's channel, please. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, how do you have Aztec pyramids that look almost exactly similar to Egypt pyramids? Right.
Well, the pyramids in Egypt. I'm not talking just about like the design of them, because the pyramids in Egypt were 3,500 BC, and the ones you find in Aztecs are like 1,300 to 1,500 AD. So it's several millennia afterwards. The ones that he was bringing up were how like you start seeing pyramids in Middle America after Egypt had built theirs, like
okay, Giza, but you're talking like, okay, so the Phoenicians could have done it. Right?
The Phoenicians was also well before the ones that happened in Middle America. What started happening was there were ones in Middle America, the Aztec Empire, the Inca Empire. That's all like 1,200 to 1,500 AD, and the ones in Giza, the Egyptians built, was 3,500 BC.
And remember that you have to remember that the Egyptians took a long time to figure out how to build the pyramids, right? I mean,
well, yeah, they took several
first
years
their first attempt at building a pyramid was the one that is sloped on the side, right? And
well, the one they called a step pyramid is the one that we have as a reference, but I'm sure they built, well, we don't know, but the prevailing theory is that they had built several pyramids before that did not work out so well.
Actually, it was confirmed that they have built pyramids before the step pyramids. They're actually under the step pyramids.
There's the hieroglyphics that show them trying to build the pyramids, but we don't have any like. Okay, so when I was taking this class was back, 10 years ago. So Western civilization started moving across. It started with
I'm sorry, just hold on just for a second, because I have to give the 98 Bravo in the
Pete, I hope
the
you
chat.
Feel better, bro.
Feel better, Pete. Hopefully,
I miss your stuff, man. I catch it every time.
Yeah,
I
do too. Hoping you're feeling better.
Well, I just subscribed, so I'm hoping that I get to see a whole lot of good stuff.
Yes, everyone should subscribe.
Yeah,
Pete's got some really good stuff.
I was addressing.
Yeah, here's Pete's channel right here. Subscribe to Creepy Little Book for all your paranormal stuff.
Oh, you're on the mend. I'm glad you're feeling better, brother. I do miss your stuff. I miss your guests too. You got some great guests on the show too.
Darius has his PC finally finished.
Well, it's about time, Darius.
Well, Darius has been having some PC issues for a couple of months now, and thank God he's back with us. I'm not saying the God. I'm saying whatever God.
And yes, hello, Captain Trek. Hello. Fantastic to see you here. I know Captain Trek is one of the guys who doesn't like to see me drunk online.
Well, I see Captain Trek in other chat rooms as well. I always like Captain Trek.
Yeah, and he's a great guy. He just doesn't like to see me drunk online.
Oh yeah,
I'm really drunk. You guys
about
saw me
those Cuban pyramids as well.
This thing is this hang on, what is it called?
You can take a lot of the pyramids, a lot of the ones that were not really built around the same era, but were built using the same mathematics. If you take all of those pyramids and trace a line, they draw a perfect circle.
That's one of the things that we were talking about in the history of Western Civ was if you like what we were talking about before, because the Egyptian pyramids came way before a lot of the Middle America ones or the ones that were happening in Cambodia.
Yeah.
And it was just weird that after the Egyptian pyramids were made, other cultures that could not have had any kind of connection started doing the same thing. It was really weird. And there's no history behind it. They just started doing it, right? So it started happening in South America, and then it started happening in Southeast Asia, and then that's the Nazca lines and things like that, which we don't want to get into.
No,
but
MSG brings up a point. Are there pyramids in the Great Lakes? I have not heard anything about that.
That's a new one for me. But
the Great Lakes pretty much always been there, though?
There were cultures on opposite sides of the planet, and not just opposite sides, like different hemispheres as well, that started building pyramids around the same time. This is way after the pyramids of Giza.
Here's the thing, right? You've got the pyramids of Giza. You've got the not the step pyramid, but the slanted pyramid, I think is what it's called. Where they were trying to build a pyramid and they had the wrong scale, right? So they were bringing bricks in, and then it
you're talking about the one that like cantilevers, like it starts going up one direction and then it kind of cantilevers over.
Yes, it starts up in one direction and then it slides in on itself and it slides in on
and it didn't work out so well. And then you got Cheops and the other two, which actually are still here today.
I mean, the Egyptians were incredible at building stuff. I mean, they were
amazing at building he had 75 million slaves. He could do a lot of work.
Well, yeah, there you go.
Even if you...
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Drake. Oh, okay. I just want to say you also can follow me on my Gilded profile.
Everyone should check out
Raquel's Gilded. Yes.
Would you mind throwing that in the chat for me?
Sure.
The StreamYard chat.
Of course.
Oh, the private chat.
Yeah, I can't have two things up at once because I'm on my phone.
Oh, because you're on the phone, right? I got you.
I get you.
Yeah, I'm cheating because I'm on my.
One of the wrenches will definitely put it in the chat. Definitely.
You dirty friggin' cheater. But what I was saying is, crap. What was I saying?
We were talking about the pyramids.
Yes.
Well,
the build quality.
I do want to say thank you to Captain Trek. Thank you for letting me be me. Thank you. Go ahead. The pyramids.
So even with the slaves, I'm not sure we could replicate the same build quality, even if you threaten them with their lives. It just it's insane to see the build quality.
Well, no, you're talking about culturally, right? Culturally.
No, I'm saying physically, it would be very, very difficult to replicate the build quality of those stones.
Oh, it
with
would
the technology at hand. Even with our technology.
Hang on, what do you mean exactly about the build technology of them?
Well, some sections of the tomb, King Tut's, or sorry, I don't know if it's actually King Tut. I'm not very educated in this. It is? The tomb that was made for that, for King Tut, some sections have entire granite blocks that have a perfectly square recess that every single edge is 90 degrees.
Correct.
And even with the technology we have today, it is impossible to replicate something like that.
That's not King Tut's tomb. That is one of the pyramids of Giza.
King Tut. Well, no, the big one, Cheops, is Ramses II.
I'm not sure which one it is.
It doesn't matter. You're absolutely correct, though. It is almost nearly impossible for us to do that now.
I completely disagree. You're talking about like a laser pointer can't go through it. There are stones that they have smoothed out with other stones.
But you have to admit that it was incredible that they could do that with just a string and a weight at the end of the string.
And wood. Yeah, they did with string and wood and a weight.
They did it with string and wood, and they literally were pulling the stones over logs. You know,
I mean, and also water, which is being completely discounted because the Nile Valley at that time was very fertile.
Hello, MSG.
It's
how y'all doing?
Howdy, Maurice.
Like what we see today, where it's just desert, is not what it looked like 5,000 years ago.
Well, no, of course not. And
so they had the ability to use water, and they had the ability to use vegetation, and they had, like you said, logs, they had stones.
Hey,
but again, it's still incredibly difficult to do.
Well, yeah, again, if you have 75 million slaves.
Oh, it's not that I'm saying it wasn't done, Milton, because we have proof that it was done. I mean, it's literally staring us in the face. I just don't know.
It's there.
I'm saying with our current technology, something they had was different back then, or their mindset was different. And that's what throws me off.
We also don't know exactly how long it took them to do this. But according to what I've read in the book I've got next to me, is that it took several generations of slaves to build it.
Yeah, and I'm literally going off of my engineering education. I'm not a historian.
What CCDV was talking about is they had missteps. They had tried. They had tried other pyramids before, and several failed.
Hey, Pete, do you want to come up here? I mean, you know more about this stuff than we do.
I mean, that's a good idea. I'd love another opinion.
I would like to talk to Maurice.
Yeah,
sure.
Hey,
okay.
Mr. CC.
I'll be right back because the dog is freaking me out again, and she's got to go.
Okay.
All right. I have to go pick up some more poop, for Christ's sake. Thank God it's not Amber Heard's.
No, that's funny. That's funny.
I'm only able to be on for another 30 minutes.
Okay, Maurice, you were the 98 Bravo, right?
Yeah, I was 98 B10.
Yeah, you were 98 Bravo.
Right.
I would like to talk to you for a little while, if you don't mind.
No problem.
I was when they separated me from the Army. I didn't even get medical retirement. I was 18 years in, and they medically separated me with 10%. So I was screwed, right? But I was a sergeant first class, right?
Damn.
And so when you talk about management, I was literally management, right? And so I talk about logistics all the time because, well, that's what I know. I know logistics, right?
Right.
And so we're talking like you. When were you deployed?
I got deployed to the first Gulf War.
91. Okay. And
But
you had you had a what do they call those? The mess tents that they set up.
I had a GP
right?
large. Yep, I was.
Yeah, you had that, right? And so you're boiling water and you're dipping these trays of food. But when you're in garrison, when you're back home at whatever fort you were at, right?
I was at Fort Dix.
Okay, there. You didn't actually get to cook food, did you?
No, I got to cook food.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, we didn't start going to tray packs and all that kind of stuff like that till about the time I rotated out. Yeah, we cooked food. We got up at while you guys were doing PT at Old Dark 30. I was in the chow hall peeling potatoes. Making SOS.
That is actually cool. I love that. I love that.
My specialty was actually, the omelets. I was the 2, 3, or 4 egg omelet.
You were the omelet cook? Oh my God, I love the omelet cook.
Everybody
loves the omelet cook, of course, yes. Yeah.
I find it funny that Maurice, sorry.
Yeah.
I find it funny that Maurice was the cook in his squadron, I think. Is that what you said it was?
He was a cook along. You were deployed in 91. You rotated out in 93, right?
95.
I didn't join the Army till 95. So
yeah, I find it funny that he was the cook and he sounds like Chef from South Park.
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh my God, yes he does, doesn't he?
I'm gonna have to argue with that one.
Are you now?
Yes, because he said the cook is the most important. I think people would argue that in the field, the doc is.
If the doc doesn't get fed, he dies.
That's in wartime.
If the doc's not there, everybody dies.
Right.
Okay, I don't know.
That's during the military deployment. Yeah, the doc is a very important person. But I tell you what, you would be surprised how much power a cook has.
It is
actually
yes.
You can make or break somebody's day by just jacking them up on their breakfast.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, that would be the worst thing, right? You go into your day going like, the cook fucked up my breakfast, and so now I have to go into the day doing all this shit.
Let me tell you this quick story that I wanted to get on pyramids and my little tinfoil hat deal. I had some guys from motor pool come in, and I had switched. I let a guy go take a cigarette break, and so I was on his station. I got off of omelets, and I was on his station, and he served pancakes and waffles. Okay, so we had melted butter and we had syrup. Okay, so I had this guy from the motor pool come in, and he said to me, I asked him, I said, "Hey man," I said, "Hey Joe, what do you want? Pancakes or waffles?" Oh, we also had French toast. And he told me he wanted butter and syrup. And I said, "I understand." I said, "I'll give you both butter and syrup. What do you want? Pancakes, waffles, or French toast?"
Pancakes.
He said butter and syrup.
Milton, are you okay?
So I looked down at his plate, and you know what I put on his
Hope you're
plate?
okay.
Butter and syrup. Well, then he had a problem with it. You know, I'm not a mind reader, and and I told him, I said, dude, I'm not a mind reader, and I'm not your mama. I done asked you 3 times what you want, and you said butter and syrup, so you got butter and syrup. Well, his first sergeant came up and started cussing me out, and the mess steward came in, and their whole company got kicked out to chow hall.
You don't piss off the chef.
Everybody was worried about Darius Munchausen, but you have to understand that we all make fun of each other all the time, right? Like I was a fueler, right? 77 Foxtrot.
77.
You were 98 Bravo, right?
98,
and so
98
we are constantly always making fun of each other. Like you're gonna put a pork chop bone down my throat. Okay, fine. I'll pull it out. I'll be fine.
Yeah.
I like pancakes, but I don't like putting butter on them.
Well, I mean, it was a choice, Raquel. I mean, you could either get butter, or you could have them plain. You know, I was just trying to, we did.
Oh yeah.
All the chow hall I did about 1,500 people a day. So I was just trying to make sure that people were full, and got their day started off right, or their lunch or their dinner. Either or. Because I mean, if I worked breakfast, I did breakfast and lunch, and then they let us off, and I didn't have to do dinner, and I didn't have to come into the next day, and then I did dinner, and then I had to prep for breakfast and come in and do breakfast again the next day. But it's the most important thing. Like I was telling my wife, you guys from Oklahoma, have you guys seen that commercial for Red Rock, the Red Rock Cafe?
Yeah.
All right. I've been telling my wife, I don't know if you guys feel like this about this commercial like I do, but doesn't that look like some ugly food?
Yeah.
You know why?
Why?
Because they didn't plate it right. You don't serve a brown, a white, and an orange together. You have to have some green. You have to have another color. That's called plating. That's just to make it palatable.
Yes, yes, exactly. We always had baby asparagus on the plate if we needed something, right? So we made potatoes dauphinoise with a grilled pork chop, right? So you had the potato and you had the grilled pork chop, and the potato dauphinoise looks absolutely beautiful on a plate, right? And then you put the pork chop on it, but you have to have something green on the plate. You have to. Yeah. And so we did baby asparagus, right?
Asparagus. Yeah. I mean, that was just one of the things, because my wife was up there saying, that looks ugly. Hey, what's up? That looks ugly. And I'm going, the only time that your plate is
I got feedback. That's my bad. I'm sorry.
Okay. The only time that your plate's supposed to look like that is if you're eating Mexican food. I mean, seriously. I'm from San Diego. I grew up with
Hey, Cook.
Tijuana.
Hey, yes, Cook. Did you see my post there in the chat? Raquel, can you show it again from down Periscope?
Sure.
No.
Oh, come on. You haven't seen that?
I see that. Yep, that's true.
Don't fuck with the cook.
There you go. Yeah, don't fuck with the cook. Don't fuck with the cook.
Have you seen the movie Waiting?
Oh, God, yes.
Oh, my God, yes. One of Ryan Reynolds' first
Don't mess
movies.
with the waitresses.
Hey, Maurice,
is that
good to
plating?
meet you on the panel, sir. Thank you for your service. And I stand by what I said before. Military, Army, Marines, whatever they are, the military marches on its belly, man. You don't get them fed, they can't fucking fight.
That's absolutely
pardon
right.
my language.
That is absolutely
you don't
right.
feed them, they can't fight.
What did you say, Drake?
In 2003, when we went into Iraq, I went to my very first duty station, and we had, 12 50,000-gallon bags of fuel. So I was throwing fuel around all day. All day I was throwing fuel.
Oh, you were a fueler.
Yeah, he was a fueler.
Oh, I had to walk the dog. I missed that.
And then, we had our own mess section with us. We brought it with us.
Yeah.
And our base commander was telling us that we cannot use our mess section because not everybody else has one.
What?
Wait. Go back.
Oh,
go back.
No, that is absolutely insane, isn't it?
Your base commander is a piece of shit. Got to be honest.
Well, that's really stupid.
Now, here's the worst part. I had to take to take the reports of our fuel system to the battalion, and they had air conditioning, and they had internet, and they had phone calls and so we're all out here, living in shit, right? 120 degrees, and the sand is blowing 120 miles an hour, and we're all going, yay, we're doing something great for the Army. And I go up into the battalion headquarters, and they have air conditioning, and they have phones, and they have computers with internet, and they have all this stuff. It's like you won't even let us. You won't even
take care of themselves.
You won't even let us open the mess section. Really? Yeah. I mean, seriously.
Maurice,
even if it doesn't matter that we're the only company that has a mess section. Seriously, just queue up in line, for God's sake.
What branch were you?
I was
Army.
Your Army?
Yes, sir.
I trained with the Marines for 6 months, and I pussied out.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. At least you went.
Hey, that's all right, man.
I also barely passed
exactly.
the duck walk because I had
tried.
You
tried.
You tried.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people.
Oh, my mother cried too, and I still went after it.
Only people not in the military have a problem with those who drop out.
Right.
Everyone I've ever met in the military
is that real?
has someone they know who dropped out, and they completely respect their decision.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, I got a 97 on my ASVAB, and the Marines were like, dude, what do you want to do in the Marines?
I got a 99. The Navy won't leave me alone.
Yeah, they won't.
Well,
they won't.
Why the hell wouldn't you?
No, they won't. You should take the nuclear engineering career field.
Absolutely.
You should.
As much as I understand,
like a 97 on the ASVAB for the Marines is basically the best you could be is a good long distance shooter.
Yeah, as much as I understand,
they don't have the kind of careers like the Navy and the Air Force do, or the Coast Guard. Coast Guard's got some good ones too.
Like
5-7 years ago,
or the Army. Even the Army's got some amazing placements if you hit high. Marines are like, we kind of want you to be a Marine, you know.
My dad was.
Sep talk. Let's let Sep talk.
My dad was a lieutenant in the Navy during the 80s of the Gulf War.
Oh yeah.
I think he served 8 years, and then he retired to be with with me and my mom.
Well, yeah, you came around.
Yeah, I did.
I think that's a good reason to retire.
So, like I was saying, I understand the career options, and yes, I did consider them for a while, but I have problems being in a metal container a couple miles under the sea. And like 5-7 years ago, I would have jumped on the offer, but right now, with who's running the world, I don't really trust the military.
How old are you, Drake?
I'm 19.
No, man. These days, they're not talking about metal containers. They're talking about getting you on U.S. soil doing jobs.
They really do want
It's
you
not the
in.
same. It's not the same thing like it used to be in the 90s, man.
They
Yeah, 'cause
really want you in nuclear factories now. They
You
don't
have
want
to
you
be-
on.
Not just nuclear factories, but maybe flying drones, maybe trying to do logistics. That's all
You have
on
to want
U.S.
to-
soil kind of
you have to
technology.
want to be
Marines
in
Now,
go overseas, armies go
Right.
overseas, but maybe
You
an Air
said you
Force.
got 99 on the ASVAB.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about, CCDV.
You can literally do anything you want.
You can sit
literally
at home. You could probably, well, not in your own home, but you could sit on U.S. soil and do your job, you know?
Yeah,
Military,
I know.
you
I'm
tell
not
them
doing
to
the
do all
Navy.
that.
Absolutely.
Wow.
I mean, who's running the world? It's not-
My highest score on the ASVAB was 98, and I thought I was brilliant. Right.
It doesn't matter which party. This is me that I came on to talk about the pyramids.
No, go ahead, man.
This is.
Oh yeah, let's talk about the pyramids.
This is my humble opinion. It doesn't matter left or right. It's all connected to the same bird. When they talk about the deep state, there is a deep state. You know, and I mean, this is from the heart. I mean, I just buried my father-in-law.
I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah, a few months ago. I mean, we gave him full military. He went to Nam and everything.
He got colors.
Yeah. Right on.
Yeah. And we did it up, and me and him would get off into it. I mean, my father-in-law ate, slept, and defecated. Fox News. I mean, seriously.
Oh yeah, I know.
No, I mean,
I've known those guys.
Wait a minute,
Yes.
but I could have a conversation with him.
Oh, sure.
About stuff, because when it really came down to it, I was like, Paul, I've only been on this earth for 52 rotations around the sun, and hopefully I see some more. Man,
That's a weirdest thing. I got two of my cousins up in Boston. They went to Vietnam. I got one cousin here in Texas who went to Vietnam, and there's call him Mr. Bill. He's not part of the family. He was like married.
Oh
no! Exactly. Thank you, Jesus Christ! Like one person got it. Thank you.
Oh, I said it first.
And he was Oh, you got it too.
Yeah.
He was Mr. Bill, and he was Navy, and he's on the way out, and he was in Vietnam. He served in Vietnam on a Navy ship and fucking landed, and he was one of the ones that went off of the ship as a sailor and came back alive. And weird thing, like we're separated by generations,
Yeah, my mother's brother.
We are
his son is 10 years older than I am, right?
My mother's brother was at the Gulf of Tonkin
in the patio, and we start drinking, and he wouldn't talk to his wife about this stuff. He wouldn't talk to his son about this stuff. He wouldn't talk to he would talk to his brothers. He would talk to his Navy brothers about this stuff, but he would just talk to me about Nam, and no one else in the family could fucking believe it until my father sat out there with us, and he just started talking to me, and I didn't talk back much. I didn't like try to say what I knew or anything like that.
Right.
Kind of let him go and stuff. And my father got up and left. And just let him talk.
My jackass brother-in-law was in, and I say that out of love. My brother-in-law, he's a cool dude. He was in Iraq and Afghanistan, and then when he got out, he went back in as a private contractor, and he was making money. He was making money.
I got a friend named Gray. He was making money.
Yeah, he was making money.
He did private security for like 2 years, and he's like, I don't want to do this anymore.
I mean,
even though the money's good and he's got the training for it, he's like, I don't want to do what they.
He was a mechanic, and he got out, and he was still.
He was a what? I'm sorry, you're breaking up, bro.
Oh, he was
a mechanic, and he got out.
He got out and went in as a military contractor, and he was like, Mo, because everybody calls me Mo. Mo, man, you got to come over here, man. You got to come over here. We're making we're making money.
We're making money. Yeah.
I mean, and I was like, do you think your sister is going to let me out of her sight? You know?
Oh, that's okay. I'm like, it's good enough.
Oh, that's funny.
What does I don't care if they're
hell.
a soldier, or I don't care if they're like a real brother. How the fuck do you answer that question? Like, what would your sister say?
What would your sister say?
What's your sister gonna say?
Exactly.
Come on now.
Yeah, I didn't want to go, so you had to throw that in. You know,
that's a hard one.
Anybody that's been in the Army knows you don't volunteer for nothing because you don't have the right to bitch about nothing. If you volunteer for something, you don't have the right to it.
You don't have the right to bitch about it. No, if you're voluntold to do something,
if you're voluntold, it's different.
I signed my life away
that's a whole
Miami
different
Meps
story.
To Staff Sergeant Zapata. I went up there. I took the ASVAB. I did the duck walk, and man, I gotta say, like, I don't know what the hell was going on with the Marines in 2000. This is before 9/11.
Yeah,
but
oh Jesus
like,
Christ, how fucking old am I?
You're old. Like
in your 40s, I guess.
I was one of the most fit
40s,
there,
yes.
and during training with the Marines, I thought I was one of the most out of shape. But apparently, I mean, before 2000, before 2001, the Marines just taking anyone they could get is what it kind of looked like. Like,
where did they send you to boot at? Did they send you to San
Diego?
Diego?
I didn't go to boot. I went to Miami Meps. I trained at Margate. Margate Marines, and signed up there and trained with them for 6 months. Then went to Miami Meps for the physical training. Piss in a cup, bend over and cough, the physical things like that, and then doing the ASVAB. And I got 97 in the ASVAB, and they're like, "Oh, you ain't so stupid, are you?" I'm like, "Yes, I am."
Yes, I'm dumb.
I'm dumb.
Forget
guarantee it.
17 years old. I'm signing my fucking life away to the guy named Staff Sergeant Zapata.
You know what U.S. Army stands for, don't you? I know.
Yes, my retarded ass signed up.
Is that what it?
That's backwards. Uncle Sam ain't
Marines. Marines is my ass rides in Navy equipment.
Yeah.
And I wanted to get to my man. Navy is never again volunteer yourself.
I wanted to get to my man Drake. You had a question that you were going to ask me about.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Drake.
Oh yeah, the question like 10 minutes ago. I'm sorry. So the plating thing. Back on the plating thing for a second.
Yeah.
Is that why Denny's always puts that god awful piece of whatever the hell greenery on my pancakes?
Yes,
you mean parsley?
That's not actually
what green stuff.
That is why they are required
parsley.
It's parsley. Yeah,
I tried it on the plate.
I tried to eat it once. It was horrid.
Parsley on the plate.
Parsley has no taste, but you can't eat parsley.
What they put on top of that is actually like a very dumbed down form of kale. Are you talking about the garnish, or are you talking about the seasoning on top of it?
Garnish.
About the garnish.
The garnish. That's kale. That is a fake form of kale.
Yeah, it was nasty. It was bitter, and it dried my mouth out, and I really didn't want to eat my pancakes afterwards.
Yeah, back in the day, where I'm old IHOP guy or whatnot, they would put parsley on your plate, on every single plate, because you have to break up the color.
Every single plate, right?
Every
single plate.
The color palette. You can't have Halloween colors.
Garnish is one thing, seasoning is another, because parsley is a seasoning. Right. If they throw a piece of lettuce or some shit on top of your pancakes, get rid of that. Whatever it is. It could like at Denny's you're talking about, Drake, at Denny's, that's kale. It's not real food. It's like what horses
I thought it was parsley, but I wouldn't.
Parsley is just a small little herb, man. I grow parsley in my yard.
The last time I ate parsley, I think I was a little kid.
When I make beef or chicken stock, I use parsley as
one second, guys,
in the stock.
One second.
Yeah, Drake.
Raquel, your you ascending Milton to godhood. I think it went to his head a little bit.
Oh, Milton's already. Yeah, oh God, she gave him a wrench.
Like I have to.
I understand. I just thought it was funny his comment.
I just realized what Drake was talking about. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I hadn't seen a highlight on that.
I have to, like, if someone swears, I have to review it. So.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep the swears down.
No, but no. It's fine. It's fine here. So I just made Milton a mod, so he doesn't have problems with that.
Oh, so we don't have to.
That's
okay.
fine.
She's talking about in the chat, not.
I don't mind. I don't mind one bit
if
being
you swear
a
here,
tiny moderator.
I don't
Maurice,
care if you swear here or not. Just don't. The only thing I ask is don't talk politics on here. That's all I ask.
Okay.
Oh no,
so,
good,
Maurice, I got two questions.
Yes, sir.
One is how long do you serve? The second is, do you consider yourself a chef or a cook?
I signed up in '87. I served.
Oh my God, you're much older than I am.
No, I was 17 when I signed up. I didn't go till I was 18. I served from '88 to '95, and while I was in there, they sent me to the culinary arts school, so I got to learn how to make pasta.
Oh my God!
And all that
seriously?
stuff like that. Yeah,
you got to go to the culinary arts school.
Was it?
I love making pasta.
Where were you stationed when you did that?
I was stationed at Fort Dix, New Jersey.
Oh, you were up north.
Yeah.
Was it part of the Miami Culinary Institute?
I forgot which one it was.
Was the Art Institute of America?
Yeah.
So Art Institute of America, I met several, not you, but people from the military when I went to culinary school at the Art Institute. I was in Tampa.
Oh, you was in Tampa? Yeah. They sent me there. I actually
it's not even a GI Bill. It's like they paid for it.
No, they paid for it.
Yeah, it's part of the Army program.
Yeah,
you got to go to culinary school as part of the Army program.
There were two from the Navy in my class that were part. And again, it's not the GI Bill. It's that they were part of the Navy and went to culinary school, like you're talking about, Maurice.
I was the private cook for General Werman when he took over Fort Dix, New Jersey. So I got
kidding.
So I got
you actually cooked for General Werman.
Yeah, so I cooked for him and his family.
Well, I don't know who General Werman is, but he took over. You were a private cook for a general.
Yeah,
amazing.
He came in and ate at our mess station. Well, he came in and ate at my chow hall, and I was doing omelets. And I asked him
doing omelets.
There you go.
This Navy girl that was with us, she was pregnant, and every other student that I talked to figured what I figured was that she got pregnant on the boat and got kicked back home. And the first thing she did, to her credit, was went straight to culinary school.
Yeah, I mean, I asked him what did he want, 3 egg or 4 egg. I asked him what he wanted on it, and and I built it up, and then he told me.
Of course, yeah.
He said,
that's what I'm leaving out. She knew how to make a fucking omelet. She knew how to make an omelet.
He said, "Serve it how you eat it, son." So I said, "Yes, sir." So I put some
shallots on top. Garlic.
Oh, hey man, I made him a Southwest omelet. Then I put some SOS on it.
Oh, a little bit of some green and red peppers in there.
Put some SOS on it, and then that's when he got me. But I wanted to get in before I turned in for the night.
Oh no, I'm glad you showed up, man. I love talking about the food, and like I said, I met several other people that were in the military and showed up in culinary school, and I started going to the military myself, but fell apart. So I love having these conversations, especially you're.
Don't worry, brother. You tried.
Your father-in-law passed, and I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, hey man, it's just been one thing after another.
Well, it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse for me because my cousins are on the way out.
Oh,
the Vietnam vets are they're getting old.
They're leaving. Yeah, they're leaving.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
they're passing
It's
the
about to
torch.
get real hard, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my personal belief on the pyramids, this is just my personal belief on the Great Pyramids of Giza, was that they were antediluvian. And if you was on Peach, if you're on Peach
before the
Channel,
Great Flood,
Thank you, thank
if
you very much for saying that.
If you're on Peach Channel, you know that means to take a sip of your soda pop. That's just my personal belief because of the seashells and stuff that they found at the top of the Great Pyramid. The other pyramids that we were talking about, that you guys were talking about before I got on, the bent pyramid, you know, the broken pyramid, all the stuff.
There's a step pyramid and then the broken one that CCDV was talking about.
Right. And
I think you know, that was the Egyptians, you know, that moved into that country that said, hey, let's try to replicate this. Because if you look, those
okay. So what you're saying is you think that
there was old technology. He's saying there was old technology that people moved in and started trying to replicate.
Are antediluvian.
Because if you look at the construction of the bent pyramid and the step pyramid, those were made with sun-baked bricks.
Well, antediluvian means before the flood.
Yeah, means before the flood.
Before the flood.
So
right.
It's just like it was just like the ziggurats and stuff that they had.
Well, the ziggurats of happened way before the step pyramids.
Right, but they were
that's like 70. That's like, I'm sorry, not 70. It's 6,500 BC. Like
right,
2,000 years before the pyramids of Giza is where the great ziggurat of was actually built.
But they were still made with bricks. They were still made with sun-baked.
We don't actually. It's like sandstone and crazy stuff.
You know,
like the Sumerians were. Yeah, the Sumerians invented writing.
Right.
Like it's
or we should say rediscovered writing.
Okay. Oh man, shit.
Again,
Darius
you're talking
making
about
a good point, and Maurice, me, and Darius actually have conversation about this because I've got some. I've studied this stuff, and that's actually really interesting.
I mean, this is my personal belief. I mean, from when I went through college and everything, and I mean, just from this observation, I might be way off base, and I like to listen to everybody's point of view. But I think when it comes to history, I think we've been told a lot of stuff.
We have been told a lot of stuff. Yes, we have been.
There's a thing called Göbekli Tepe.
Göbekli Tepe, yeah.
So that's well north of Turkey, which is the area where Sumer started.
Right, and
their structures predate Sumer, which is mind-blowing.
Right, they found.
We're just gonna keep going on this now.
I have actually driven through and I've driven through Babylon.
It's current day Iran is where used to be.
Go ahead, Darius.
No, is down in
Drake.
One thing, before we get into a new topic,
Gulf. Yeah,
yes, sir.
Real quick, I just want to say it is time for me to get off. I'd like to thank all of you for having me, and I'd like to thank the chat for having
fun. Thanks for being here, man. Thanks for being here, brother.
Fantastic, man.
I want to hear more of that. What you consider a weird voice, and also if you have that ability you're talking about, please look into it.
I will.
I don't care where you live in the world, but there's a place where you can go to try to find out if that's actually a viable source of money. Because I really think it is.
Obviously, yeah. You should definitely.
If you could turn off your empathy and just start screaming at another person at the direction of another person, that's what acting is.
The only bad part is the fallout afterwards, because once I turn it back on, I get all that.
No, look, what's his name? Christian Bale did the same damn thing, and he didn't lose his job for the rest of his life, so I think he'll be fine.
Hey Drake, look me up on the Facebook.
I don't know how much
Instagram.
I don't know how much.
My name is me.
you know about PTSD, post traumatic stress syndrome, right? And
disorder.
Post-traumatic stress disorder.
Yeah, whatever they call it now. Anyway, so your adrenaline dump happens, right? And it's like the adrenaline dump hits every part of your body. And then you have to recover from the adrenaline dump. And that's really hard to do. It is really hard to recover from that adrenaline dump.
I think that'd be great for an
okay,
actor.
but now
Where's Myra?
I'm saying I don't know if Drake
Mara's over there.
No, I just like
Drake
to say,
is saying
Myra.
Well, Drake is saying that when he turns his emotions back on, he has a problem, right? And so I say, when I have an adrenaline dump, I have the problem of recovering from that. So I'm thinking that Drake has a similar problem.
Let me.
I know exactly what you're talking about, CCDV.
Yeah,
like where you get like really. Okay, so maybe Maurice could actually be in the same situation I am. We're getting a really hard rush in the kitchen, and like your adrenaline is going really hard. For me, once the rush is over, it's more of a feeling of euphoria once it's done, like a job well done kind of thing. Maurice, does that make sense to you?
Yeah, here's the last thing I'll say on that. I'll put it into an analogy for you. If you were to turn off all of your emotions, and then, I hate using this analogy, but it's the only one that really gets across, and you were to shoot your dad, as soon as you turn back all of your emotions, you're not going to get hit with all the emotions you didn't feel while doing it, but you're going to have to live with the fact that you just shot your dad and you're staring at him right there.
Yes, and that's what I was trying to say is when
I'm sorry, it's the only analogy that gets the message across.
No, you're absolutely correct.
I think it's good. I think it's good. It's fine. You're
it
good.
is a very good analogy. What I was trying to get across was that yes, when I get into a PTSD episode, right, and the adrenaline is pumping through my system, I throw everything. I throw everything. I don't want to hurt people. That's my basic idea. I don't hurt people. However, I throw as much as I can. One of my awards from the military had the flag in it with my military decorations, and I threw that through 3 rooms. And it shattered. I mean, completely shattered, right? And so,
your shadow box.
Yeah, the shadow box. Yes. When I came down from that adrenaline rush, I felt bad. I felt really bad. Like I was, like, just not the right person. Like I should not have done that. And it took me 3 years to rebuild the shadow box. Now, I did finally rebuild the shadow box, but it took me 3 years.
Yeah.
And so I exactly.
Are you talking to like maybe thinking about going to the VA or having some sort of similarity with other people that have been through what you've been through? Is that a possibility for you to try to move past whatever is causing this PTSD that you have?
Well, no, I was just trying to identify with Drake. That's all.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I understand.
Right,
well, I'm gonna head out.
Okay, thank you for coming, Drake.
Thank you, Drake.
Maurice was asking if you were on Instagram or Facebook.
I am on Instagram and Facebook.
Well, you can put it in the private chat.
Yeah, let me pull that up real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Maurice, it should be on the right side there in the private chat.
I'm gonna edit things here. For tonight, thanks for everyone coming on the panel and the live chat. Let's do this again very soon.
Oh yes,
thank you so much for having
me.
us.
That would be a great idea.
Yes.
I think we had a really good time tonight.
I'd like to talk to
I did
Maurice
too.
and CCDV and of course Moira and Mando didn't say much this time, but Drake, I love you, brother. It's good to see you. I've never met you before. Maurice, same thing. I've never met you before, but
no, I never met you.
I like meeting new
I've
people.
seen you. Yes, everybody on here is cool.
Yeah.
And if y'all want to check out my TikTok, I know I don't post often, but sometimes I post funny shit. Septavius_Drake, just like my name.
Oh yeah, I just got TikTok, so I could check on my.
Do you have a YouTube channel? Drake?
It's only got one video on it, and it's a video about birds screaming in my front yard. It's not worth it.
Hey, that's okay.
I can relate because I have a cardinal that likes to hit my window.
It was about 180 ravens.
I had about 180
That's a lot of
mockingbirds and
That's a
grackles
lot.
until I got my puppy dog.
Yeah,
and
but
is this
then
you?
she started killing them, and
Drake,
they're like, maybe not
it
drop
looks
down
like
in
a
the yard.
picture of some kind of fox or something like that.
Yep, that is me. That is me.
Okay.
I'll know what to look
Yeah,
for.
it's a cute rescue fox I found online.
We just lost Maurice.
That's all right. I think he said he was heading out.
But yeah, if you want to check out my TikTok, you don't have to follow. I don't have that many people.
Well,
but thanks
Drake,
for having me.
I don't have a TikTok anyway. But...
Thanks for coming by.
Thank you for having me. And
it was
I will
great.
see
It was
all
a great
y'all
time,
later.
man.
It was
really
fantastic
appreciate all your...
talking to you, Drake.
Had a little glitch.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can find me, Drake. There's two of us on there. If you see this werewolf symbol on Instagram or Facebook, that's me.
Okay.
Maurice, do you have a YouTube?
Yeah. MSG Maurice Span Gaming. I
took some screenshots. Okay, cool. I'll try and find y'all.
Yeah, I was.
Oh, that's you. You're MSG in the chat. Oh God, yeah. I'm so stupid.
I just call it MSG for short.
Yeah, you call me Mo. Everybody else
I didn't make the
Mo.
connection.
Okay, Mo.
Maybe I was picking up dog poo.
Yeah, well, I understand that. Yeah, me and Pete
got it.
We
right.
It was nice.
Peace out, guys.
Drake. Peace
Later,
out.
Drake.
All right, Drake, man, nice to meet you.
Me and Pete, we go back and forth, on Instagram.
Creepy little book.
Yeah, creepy little book. I've talked to him about that. I know Raquel is trying to cut her stream and everything. And
I know. I want to hear this.
I don't mean to hijack the Raquel show.
That's fine.
It was just my personal belief. I mean, from what I've seen, some of the studies and stuff that I've seen, like the pyramids off the coast of Cuba. We were talking about Göbekli Tepe. They found a site that's supposed to be older than that. Up in Turkey,
north of Turkey, which is like not where people were supposed to be at that time. It's
Right. And the whole thing of it is that they said is some egghead sitting in a place, probably never got out in the field, probably never dug in the dirt, regurgitating what someone.
One of the things they have from Göbekli Tepe is the cities to the south that actually started being cities talked about the gods to the north,
right?
Which could be Göbekli Tepe. It's really weird, man.
Well,
that's an ancient civilization that we didn't even know about until like 10 years ago, where they started digging down and finding out.
You start looking at that, and there's so many things that they sit up here and they either bury, or they sit up here and say that you can't do it. Just like that wall that they found in Texas.
Also, like in Iran, they're going. You're not allowed to dig there. Right. Same thing in Egypt. You're not allowed to dig there. It's like, come on, man. Let us find out.
Hey, there's
let us find out the history, please. Can we please find out the history?
We've been digging like hard since just after World War II, and before World War II, the fucking the guys that should not be named started actually moving into Africa to start digging stuff up. But
Right.
Thank God.
Yeah, and they were digging things up the wrong way.
They had to like kill all the people that were there in order to start digging. Maybe let's not do that.
You got to look. You don't have to. That's just a terminology that I say. You have to look at that. There's more to these myths than what people want to give credence to, and then they end up finding out that it's true. Like they used to think that Troy, the city of Troy, was a myth, and then they found out that was true.
Exactly. They thought that was a myth, and then they found the city of Troy.
Right.
They literally found it. Yes.
They found the city of Troy. And so I'm looking at this and I'm going, there's gatekeepers. There's gatekeepers for everything. It was just like our man Drake, I before I got on, I put in the chat, actors are chosen, not found. You have gatekeepers. You have people that say, you can't handle the truth.
I like how you said that too. I got
a quote from Maurice right here. I'm gonna post it in the chat in the YouTube chat right now. That's it right there. It's you have to give more credence to what we consider myth. That's a great fucking quote.
Thank you. It's
that's a really good quote, and I like it a lot.
Thank you. You can't pee on my leg and tell me it's raining.
Thanks.
Are you sure about that?
Can you put that in the chat? Can you put because I thought that was brilliantly said.
I have sense.
You have to give more credence to what we consider myth. Oh, it's so good.
And now, I think that most of
all
us
of that said, I actually do need to go to bed, so I am going.
Yeah, me as well.
And I'm sorry for keeping.
No, you're fine.
Going on.
Maurice, I will talk to you to the end of the earth, man.
Yes, and I don't
love talking about this. There it is, right there. There it is, right there.
I just think that there is more than meets the eye, and and how we live. Everybody lives hand to mouth.
What kills me though is like it took people that were trying to conquer the entire planet to start digging, and all of them can go straight to hell. And now that we're starting to try to dig again, there's all these political, national things going. Well, whatever you find is going to be ours, and the people trying to dig are like, that's fine. We're just trying to find history. They go, well, we get every monetary value out of whatever you find.
Yes, and then you look at
but let's just dig.
You look at all the sites that get closed down or all the stuff that gets hidden, just like Indiana Jones.
It's not just Indiana Jones, but man, when's the last time they dug around the Sphinx?
Right,
1952.
They tell us truth in movies. They tell us truth in movies. Okay, I believe that there's probably a warehouse with a bunch of stuff.
Thank you, Darius. Thank you, Darius Munchausen, for putting my link in the chat. But I just want to say that most of what I do now is chronic pain streams. I don't actually do content creation anymore. I just go on live and let people talk about their chronic pain. Right.
Thank you, Milton.
That's just what I wanted to say, and I'm gonna say good night because I need to stagger my way to bed.
I gotta say this.
Thank you for coming.
CCDV, I know we had a little bit of a tiff there a couple times.
Oh, was that fun? It was fun though, wasn't it?
We got over it and we moved on like men.
Well, it was fun though. I thought. Even though we disagreed and we argued a lot, but we had fun doing it, didn't we? I mean,
sure, yeah.
And
I thought we were having fun. So
I had fun. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I just don't want the horrible picture of Morgan that she has up being upset about what happened.
I don't get mad at people. I don't get mad at people unless they're actually really like not sensical at all.
No, I was not mad at all. There was just a disagreement.
You
we
and
had
I
a
just
discussion about
we just had a disagreement, and I thought my facts were better than your facts, and so.
But instead of like yelling at each other and using curse words or name calling, we discussed it.
That's right.
Exactly, and that's the point in debate. That's the point in debate is you have your facts. I've got my facts.
You have a wonderful stream.
You have a wonderful stream.
Thank you.
Thank you for allowing me on. I kind of
you're welcome. You're welcome. Welcome anytime.
I
thank you, Raquel, and
you didn't
everybody else. I really am.
Listen. Like
I'm going to bed. I'm done.
I'll normally
Thank
get
you.
on Courtney's.
Bye.
On Courtney's Oddfellows. That was like
Later,
my
Mr.
first
CCTV.
Later, bro. I'll come on and I'll try to speak on some stuff.
I like talking about the cooking stuff, and I will hold by what I said for 7,000 years. The Army, Marines or Navy or Air Force or whatever it is, every single military action marches on their belly. And what you said there, you said you'd cook. Yeah. I will stick to that 100%, man.
You can't perform your job if you're hungry or you're thinking about it.
Yeah. And if you give them good food, guess what? They're going to feel better.
You give somebody good food.
Well, you can ask Raquel about the pictures that I've posted in her food channel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I will. I mean that's just common. Most people take food for granted.
Well, people don't. There's a lot of people that are like, this isn't made exactly to what I had in my mind. Because of the menu that I read, it's like, well, no, I'm going to make the stuff to the best, whether it's Taco Bell or Burns Steakhouse in Tampa. I will make you the best food to my ability.
Right, but I mean, are you full? Are you happy?
Exactly. Thank you.
I'm pretty good.
But my main thing is, does it taste good? Does it taste good?
Yeah. Does it look good? Does it smell good? Does it taste good?
I'm feeling for pancakes with chocolate chips right now.
Oh my god! I will make you the best, dude. Do you want me to post my crepes?
Yeah, please do.
You want me to post my crepes? I'll post my crepes. I got a berry medley crepes.
My daughter always wants me to make
strawberry kiwi. Kiwi is a
Darius.
Berry.
The Black Pyramids of Sudan. You are correct.
Yeah, well, Darius knows some stuff, man.
Darius
he does.
Darius was very well read.
Thank you, Milton. Thank you, Darius. And thank you for everybody coming on the panel and the live chat. And we'll do this again soon. I'm going to get something to eat and go to bed.
Yeah,
I'm going to post some berry crepes for you, and then you can go ahead and just.
All right.
Raquel, give me a heads up next time you do a chat. You can find me on Instagram or.
Okay, I will.
Oh, Maurice, get on Raquel's Gilded.
Yeah, I'm Gilded. I'm on Discord. You can follow all my links on here.
Raquel throws out all kinds of stuff on Gilded. There's other people's streams. She posts pictures of pumpkin, which doesn't look like a pumpkin. And stuff like that.
I learn something new every day. I learn from all of you.
What the hell are you learning from me? Because I don't want to know.
Well, dude, why don't you talk, man? Come on, you're right there. You can talk to us.
My internet is just not liking me right now.
Maurice, the last thing I got to say to you was go to Gilded and join Raquel's Gilded. Because
Gilded, join Raquel's
Gilded. Yeah, you can follow again. You can follow me all where I'm at. All these links right here.
You don't want to do a link tree.
It's professional.
Just give him the Gilded.
Yeah, just give her who's a him with the Gilded.
Yeah, I fucked that up.
That's okay. I'll find it funny.
Yeah, you can follow all of my links.
It was good
on
good.
And with that,
I'm
we'll
going to try to do
guys
that on my phone.
Later. Have a good night, everybody.
You have a good night too. Get you some pancakes with some chocolate chips in it.
Yep.
No, I'm gonna show a picture of berries.
Night.
Thanks for having me on,
Good night.